Now it's time for some spice. Some spice. Let me see if I can get some tunes on here. Oh, I'm not even ready. Are you ready? Are you ready, chat? Are you ready? Okay, my headphones aren't. There we go. There we go. All right. Bitcoin is touching. It has broken 28.8K. We are now dabbling. We are now teetering at 29,000. What? I've never had so many problems with my headphones. There we go. There we go. Teetering at 29,000. We're going to take a look at the charts. Welcome back for an emergency spice stream, as Bitcoin may even be seeing a new yearly high today. We're about to find out. I haven't looked at the charts. I haven't looked at the charts yet. But we're going to together welcome back. Here's what I need from you guys. I need you to smash. I need you to obliterate the like button today. I need the hype at all-time highs. We gotta get this. We gotta get this stream moving. Yeah, episode disorganized. I didn't even tweet it out. Gotta throw a tweet out there into the Twitter space, letting everyone know we're live. Twitter, Discord, Telegram, YouTube. I think I got it all right. I don't know at this point. I don't even care. It's too late. We don't have enough time. We gotta jump into the charts. Yeah, boys. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Make sure I close some of these so my computer doesn't crash. Oh, gosh. Pray to the spice gods that my computer stays stable today. Pray. We're going to take a look at some live stream trades before I dock some information here with all these tabs up I didn't know I had up. Let's just close all of them. Settle in. We have a vote. So, guys, I hate to say it. While Bitcoin chills at 29,000, right before we get into the analysis, the classics, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Who wants to take this stream scribe-ginity? Man up. You can do it. Grasp greatness by pushing that subscribe button. As well as share the stream out on socials. The more engagement we get during the live, the more YouTube will show this spicy stream to our viewers and new viewers alike. So I appreciate you. It makes a difference. Secondly, shout out to our sponsors, Fair Desk Market Cipher. We legally have to start with that, guys. I can't even tell you. You can't see it, I'm sure. I'm having alerts go off like crazy. Bitcoin dominance now breaking 48% with Bitcoin hitting 29,000. Man, this is getting reminiscent of 2019. That makes me uncomfortable and comfortable at the same time. Ooh, I don't know what's going to happen next, but I do know it's about to get hella spicy. There we go. Dominance reaching a new yearly high for 23. I'm going to zoom this out. There we go. What this suggests, as we see dominance climb and we see Bitcoin's price climb, what we would expect with altcoins is a question on most people's minds. Not the best news. Bitcoin, while it is still below its 2022 high and within its sideways traded range. So we're not at a breakout yet. We are getting so very close with this week reaching up to a new high. I have a target. We might as well just call it 50% because we have a bunch of little wicks close to it. 48.9 currently at 48. We are very close. We are very close to a rally that reflects 2019. I shared this, I believe, on Altcoin Daily's channel. 2019, we saw a rally. Unfortunately, alts mostly left out of that rally as dominance climbed. And if we do see a move above, I'll say the 48.50 range on dominance, it's going to look likely very similar. And for alts, that could mean not necessarily dumping in USD. In fact, we may see them trade slightly higher. But what we would expect is to see mostly sideways trading, a little bit of downside. And the real punishment, I'm going back to the corn, man. The real punishment being that people sitting in alts in this scenario are watching Bitcoin climb while their altcoin bags don't do diddly. And that's painful. And here we go. As predicted seconds ago. Not quite, but so close, guys. We need more like buttons. We need more likes. That will make it happen. That's all we need. A little more likes. Pickle's ready. What's up, Pickle? Oh, come on. We said this minutes ago. I don't even know how long we've been live. We're looking for a new 23 high, and we are tickling it. 29,190 on Coinbase, and it looks like in this 5-minute candle, in fact, in this 1-minute candle, we have reached 29,189, which is a $8 difference. Oh, please don't go down from here. Please go up. Please go up. We're going to look at the charts. We're going to look at the analysis, see what it's saying. But I will say just all we need to look at right now is we're right there at the high. Not loving a red candle. Let's move to the 5. We see our 5 is still green with 2 minutes to close. Would like to see that 5 minute remain green. We're now on a string of 8 5-minute candles, all green consecutively. That's looking pretty damn good. That's looking pretty good. Hourly in beast mode. This was a beautiful move on the hourly. If you watched the last stream, this is essentially the weekly. These are both weekly levels or weekly levels? Weekly levels. Very strong test and rejection from 28.4 down to 28.2 or 28.1. This was the daily, and now we're seeing the move right back to the high. So even though we haven't broken it yet, we have retested 29.1. Remember, as is true with support and with resistance, each time they are tested, the weaker they become. So another move up to this high is slowly eating away at the resistance there. Each test becoming more likely for a break. Ooh, I don't even know what to do. I'm like jazzed, man. Didn't expect this. I was like, I'll go live at like 2. I'll just get it all ready. And then I look up and I'm like, it's time. The spice is here. I smelled it last night. I smelled the spice last night. I guess it was just a delayed spice. 28.2. Okay, that was last week's open. Makes sense. We moved back, kind of eliminated the potential longs open from last week with that wick. And then 28.5, that was our daily high. Okay, I got it. Our daily close high. Interesting price action, really respecting those levels. Today opened at 23.8 or 28.3. We are up 3%. I can't believe I'm feeling jazzed over 3%. This has been a really long price range. This is about 25 days. That's crazy. March 18th or March 17th, we reached up just under 28,000, and we have basically remained at 28. Fingers crossed until today. We have seen, I believe, 19 out of 22 days trade at 28K. This is a very, very boring range. However, that boringness is looking like it's about to end. I don't want to get you guys too jazzed up, but there we go. The 5-minute close green, another green candle. All we need is a higher high, and the only place that higher high can go is to break the top of the range above 29,190. I'm not a breakout trader. I don't think it's successful in crypto. So let's just real second, let me try to calm myself down. As tempting as it is to go long here, as a trader, in my opinion, short is the play at the range high, right? Your stop, that's going to be difficult. That's going to be a crapshoot where you put a stop. That would be a crapshoot. Let's just throw something up. I don't even know where I'd put it. I'm not going to take this trade, though. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. What do you think, chat? Should I? Should I take the trade via degen? I'm hoping this breaks. But when you're at resistance, same as when you're at support, there's only one real logical move. Only one logical move to be made. And red candle FU. Let's see. I did have a small short close. Let me just dick around. I'm just going to mark it. Let's do like half a BTC. Yeah, mark it on 10x like half a BTC. For now, I'm just going to put 30. And that was a limit, so that didn't work. Yes, it does fill. Yep, it filled. Okay. Let's see how much punishment I'm going to have if we launch here. 29.1. Definitely going to move this down. $400 loss. You know what? I'm actually okay with that. We closed March at a 40% gain on this account. We started with 10K. We're at 14. I'll take a... This is the way I see this in my brain is I want this short to lose. I will make more money if it goes up than down, even though I just opened this short. However, if it doesn't, I'm going to be making a little bit on the downside. And my stop loss, even at 30,000, it looks like that'll be a $400 loss. That'd be... I'm okay with that. We'll still be up 36% on this account, even if it gets stopped. So that's actually a pretty solid hedge here. I'm going to take it. I'm going to pray it gets destroyed. I know I happen to have a more than one long open. The long-term long from 16.5 at the start of the year is still open. I did share with you guys I closed half of it just to lock in some profits, but that's still open. Bitcoin looks like it wants to come stop me out. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain, man. Here we go. And I do have a long that has had a long journey, but is still open and is actually larger than that 0.5, so I'm okay with it continuing higher. I have this open actually on MEXC. It is a 21x long. This is a bigger one than you've seen me really open on MEXC. This is 0.57 Bitcoin, currently up 65% or about 500 USD. I am sitting pretty on this pump. I'm sitting pretty on this pump with that short open. Please, guys, none of this is financial advice. I am wrong all the time. You guys see me lose money here. Don't just blindly copy me and then be mad if it doesn't work out, because I'm telling you it won't. Don't do it. I'm just sharing my thoughts in real time, my analysis, and the decisions I'm making while live for you guys. And all I ask is that you smash those likes and those subscribe buttons. Also, I do have a poll. So while we have a brief second here and Bitcoin is under the previous high, which as soon as I start talking, that'll change. But while it's under the high and we have a minute here, someone had been abusing the Fair Desk giveaway. By the way, guys, sign up using my link for Fair Desk and comment on the stream after it's live, your user ID and a comment, and you will be eligible to win some trading funds. But someone had been abusing it. They had signed up for a bunch of accounts. They'd commented a lot of user IDs. Here we go. As I predicted, as soon as I start talking, it's effing moving. So that idea will have to wait. Our short now underwater. Let me update you on my alerts. Bitcoin. I had a lot of them set. Bitcoin dominance. Ooh, this is spicy. I am going to put another alert at the top of this wick so I can look back if this happens. But GBTC, this is actually more interesting. GBTC hitting, yeah, buddy. GBTC following the TA here. Looks like $16 now support. We have a solid green candle on GBTC, up 5.6%. I am looking for 1856. This is Grayscale's Bitcoin fund. I don't even know what to call them. They're not an ETF. Hopefully they will be soon. We have been speculating on this channel, and if it turns out to be true, hopefully we're famous about it someday, that the recent, since about March, GBTC has been looking more bullish, I'd say, than even Bitcoin after trading at crazy discounts. Bitcoin fell about 75% from its high. GBTC fell closer to 90% from its high. So it really did take a beating. The discount was huge. And we have been speculating here that this rise, this kind of, I don't want to say unnatural, but disproportionately larger rise on GBTC may be the market pricing in or foreshadowing an ETF approval this year. If that happens, man. If that happens, I can't even tell you what will happen. If a Bitcoin ETF is approved this year with price, I don't know, like even above 30, I don't think this year looks anything like any of the years we've seen in the past. And honestly, the whole next cycle may not look anything like we've seen in the past. If you look back at gold, it's a really good example. Gold behaved, I would say, more similar to Bitcoin pre-ETF, and then ETF came along and it saw a 10-year bull run. Then it plateaued out, became less volatile. That's what people are expecting with Bitcoin, down the line anyway. I do want to add the 200 weekly here. I'm getting more alerts. I'm jazzed. You guys jazzed? Let's be jazzed together. One thing we do want to remember, though, as we always say, our mantra basically on this channel is we've gone through a lot of pain. 2022 is by far the most brutal year of investing for crypto I've ever seen in my many years of experience. I don't care what anyone says. It was the most brutal. We've gone through a lot of pain. When we get these pumps, when we get upward price movement, wow, the 200 moving average is higher? What? Why does it say it here then? That's very odd. Throw away, I was thinking about the 200 moving average. Regardless, we had a year of extreme pain, extreme misery. Very little bounce, all down, all pain, all grinding, all bleeding. It is okay to feel good when we pump. I feel good right now. Even though we barely moved 3%, I feel good. It's okay to enjoy it. But remember, do not allow that to influence your trading. whether it's to the upside or the downside. Do not allow that to influence your trade. Don't change your plan. Don't, I don't know, FOMO all in. If you weren't ready to put all, like, let's say someone out there is thinking, and I'm sure someone will ask it right now in chat, Tom, should I put all my money in Bitcoin? If that's your thought right here, but it wasn't your thought yesterday at 28.1 when it was 3% cheaper, or that wasn't your thought down at 27.2 when it was significantly cheaper. If that wasn't your thought then, it should not be your thought now. That's emotions. Don't allow your emotions to make trades for you. You will lose in either direction, up or down. What I would recommend is go take a walk, go play with the dog, play video games, I don't know, slap a stranger, something. Get your mind off of it, come back if you still feel that way, make that decision. But it is okay to allow yourself to feel good. If you're going to feel miserable for, I don't know, indefinite amounts of time as the price goes down, you can feel good when it goes back up. Just please don't allow that to influence your trading. You will lose your trades. So let's see. We went higher. We have a new 23 high. A new 23 high. To me, what's more important necessarily than the 23 high is since the beginning of April, we have been in Q2. It is the first month of Q2. And officially today, we now have a higher high versus last quarter. Last quarter closed extremely bullish. Very little wick on top. Virtually no wick on bottom. That's a bull and control quarterly candle. We are right at major resistance from the quarterlies here with our wicks to the downside around this 30K area. But Q2 putting in a higher high here is a great way to start it. It is good. It is good. That is good. Dude, these 5 minutes refuse to close red. If you guys have been watching, each of these 5-minute candles has moved up and then almost immediately gone like red. But before closed green. So 20 seconds, this candle's getting a little sketchy. It doesn't have a higher high. If we look back at the previous 5 minutes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 higher highs. Each 5-minute candle moving higher than the previous. Right now with 4 seconds, we actually don't have that. There we go. We have now closed our first 5-minute candle without a higher high. That is not great. That doesn't mean the rally's over, but we do see a break in the pattern of these 5-minute candles in general, something to observe. Let's see, it is 1:10. So we just started a new hour. Uh-oh. Move higher. There we go. Broke the high. This one might break. Something to pay attention to. We just started a new hour. Let's see where that hourly closed. Last hourly candle was the highest. Yep, the highest hourly close. We just pushed through our previous high. There we are. It looks like this short. I mean, if I want to actually line this up with where I put my stop. Highly doubt that I'll let it. I can't believe that was only that much loss to 30K. I guess it's because we're so used to small movements. Yeah, it's only 2.8%. We're so used to small movements that even tiny moves feel huge now. I don't even know where I'm targeting with this short. I honestly opened it just to hedge against this returning to sideways trading. To get a decent risk to reward, I need to move my stop loss down on my short, or I need to have my take profit really low. All the way, I guess not that low. All the way down like the 26.5s. This is probably going to get nuked, this position, but I'm okay with that. Here at the start of the episode, I explained why. Let's look at the one here. This is some weird climbing on the one. Not exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping for this to be more straight up. What I see, and this is the 1 minute time frame, very unreliable, full of BS, full of shenanigans. So, probably don't freak out over it. Let's see how this fits. But what I do see here is some kind of ascending channel, not the most bullish pattern. What this says usually is we're looking for a reversal. Well, on the 1 minute, so that'd be some kind of retracement to break out of this channel. The only other resolution is that this movement starts accelerating, starts going more parabolic, and we see a move that breaks us out of the channel into a more parabolic channel as it accelerates to the upside. So don't love the low time frame climb here, but hell, I am not going to complain while we're putting higher highs and higher lows in. Let's take a peek at the 5 minute. 5 minute looks pretty good. It does have some signs of being a little tapped here. So the 15 not mirroring that. Dude, I have so many alerts. They're all for Bitcoin, though. I haven't gotten any alerts for altcoins. Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin dominance, GBTC. I don't have a single alt alert. That means we definitely should be keeping an eye on Bitcoin dominance. What are you doing? It did put in a higher high earlier. And it does appear to still be climbing. Still climbing. It is unlikely that alts are doing much. Let's be real. Unlikely alts are moving much right now despite Bitcoin's climb. This was the punishment that we saw in 2019. My honest opinion, or not opinion, my honest hope is that Bitcoin dominance rejects and falls. Because I want to see a bull run, baby. And if the market is bullish, it is very unlikely that dominance is rising. We have never seen that. Let's take a peek at Ethereum here really, really fast. As you can see, just as we were saying, with dominance up, alts aren't benefiting, aren't moving the same as Bitcoin. Ethereum now trading at 1900. That's not bad. Not bad. However, trading at 1900, but has not put in a 23 high today. Very close. That's only at 1943. So it doesn't actually have that much ground to make up. But just to give you guys that example, Bitcoin at the moment at the 23 high. Ethereum did kind of sneakily on the 5th put in a new 23 high outside of Bitcoin. So in the ETH-BTC pair, it was likely rising. But we can see this. This is probably what we're looking at on all alts right now, is they're coming off of a high and they're retracing back to that high at the moment. But it does seem as if the money is flowing into Bitcoin, not alts. And weirdly into GBTC, guys. GBTC. I wonder, when are we going to hear about the approval? When are we going to hear that they have a favorable settlement? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. We could argue, GBTC was at such a discount that savvy investors are, just swooping the discount, making a gamble that they're going to get approved. But I am of the opinion that markets have a uncanny ability to predict the future. And I don't actually think they predict the future. I think that there's people out there with information we don't, and they act on it, and that reflects on the chart. Where's the news? I wonder when it'll come out. Because they were in court with the SEC in March. It's now April. I don't remember hearing anything about it. Let's try to chill for a second. Let me add another alert or two. Let's zoom out. Let's just orient our compasses here. I guess this one already was. 25.2, the number everyone was waiting for on a break. Once we retook the 200 weekly, everyone waiting at 25.2. Kind of similar to how everyone was waiting for, 13, 10, sub 10K down here at 15.5. I, of course, am of the same opinion as I have been since the year started, maybe. I'm looking for the 48 range this year. And I forgot. I actually have been tweeting, and I didn't actually put any bet on it, but I put clout bet that we see 48K before May. So at the moment, it is April 10th. I have 20 days. Chat. 20 days for Bitcoin to move 55%. Kind of looking like I'm going to lose that. Kind of looks like I'm going to lose that bet, but that's okay. I don't care. Money flow and VWAP on the month for Market Cipher B looking schmexy. Looking schmexy. What about the week? The week has been the stickler, man. VWAP's coming down and money flow still doing this dance. It's approaching zero. It was doing that earlier in March and then started dipping back down. Now we hit a lower low. It's gonna roll over. It's waiting. It's stalling. It's holding us in suspense. And I, for one, think it's rude. I think it's rude. Adjusting, looking at our Ichimoku clouds. We are still chilling in the weekly cloud. That's typically a good thing in my opinion. It is part of my reasoning, looking for higher numbers before May. That's the issue. Post-May, we still could go to those numbers, but the rationale that I've used for that call goes right out the window, And there you go. This is it. This is all you need to know. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a test of this fat cloud before that cloud disappears May 1st. Let's pull up Lux Algo. What do you got for us? Lux Algo agreeing with me here, saying, yes, Tom, you're right. Duh. Duh. Nah, I'm not always right. But saying, duh, the liquidity is right here. It's like a 45, 48 range. This is Lux Algo, great indicator as well. Very different from Market Cipher, but this is showing us live order block data. I think the link's in the chat. Should be. Should be somewhere in the video description below. As you guys know, you can always use the links in the video description below. It helps support the channel, etc. Let's do some weird time frames. Really quick, I want to zoom back to like low ones. Did we move anywhere? Cool, no. Ooh, I'm jazzing, boys. I'm hyped. Here we go. So, we're talking about this ascending channel. We already hit it. What's good, so this is a bearish pattern. Typically, we probability we break to the downside. However, I guess the good part is this is on the 1 minute. So the break to the downside, you know, it could be like this, right? This isn't like a monthly thing where it's like doomy. It's like, well, maybe you have a retracement before your rally continues. But it looks like that channel has been disturbed on the 1. It has fallen below. This looks like a back test here of resistance. We don't have a lower low yet. I think it's likely. If we have a lower low, that's going to look like a rejection from that channel. Maybe I can try to whip up some targets. I can maybe whip up some levels we might look. I like the 618 here. I like the 618. Let's go to a more reasonable time frame. My issue, I guess this is my issue, is with this long string of green candles. What are we doing, chat? You know. You guys know. We've been talking about these a lot. We have created market inefficiency. Price moved only in one direction, really. And when that happens, if you think about it from an order book point of view, what happens? Buyers sell up all, or buyers eat up all of the limit sell orders, and then what happens? They leave basically the price below it empty. This is now like a void. ICT or inner circle trading concepts, whatever, calls this a fair value gap. I've been calling it a void for a long time. It's interesting when other people find the same concepts you do. But unfortunately, that leaves pretty much all of price below you with very little support. And what we tend to see then, especially in low volume times, which I think over this Easter weekend, we saw some of the lowest global crypto volumes in some time. But during low volume times, what we'll typically see is price move back down to that fair value gap for the specific reason. Now remember, there isn't liquidity here. There's not orders. They've been eaten. The reason that we see it happen is by pushing price down. What's happening? We're stopping out positions that were made on the way up. We're baiting in positions on the way down, but we're engineering liquidity. That's what these volume gaps are, or whatever, fair value gaps, voids. They're engineering liquidity. So that is always a scary thing when you see really violent moves up or down, is you leave these gaps, you leave areas for the market to potentially come back and fill. Man, that's such a nice bounce though. The logical place I think I would look is like the 28.5. 28.5. Unfortunately, that's like a full retracement of this rally. Do want to say, remember as well, guys, this is dope. This is spicy. I'm loving it. But we've had some very similar things happen in this exact range with price moving up, getting exciting, and then straight dumping. It happened back here on the 22nd. It happened here on the 23rd. That was really 2 days in a row. Wild. It happened again on the 30th. So we've seen this. Happened here on the 5th. So we've seen this. But eventually, it's not going to be just the same repeat. It's not going to be the instant sell-off, the rejection. Eventually, we're going to see it push through. Or we're going to see it actually reject and break this range and go to lower lows. We haven't seen either yet. So that is why at the beginning of this, I said, we're at resistance. This is exciting, but the logical trade is what? Is probably a short. There we go. We broke the low. Womp. That's okay. We're very zoomed in, so don't freak out. We're very zoomed in. Man, I didn't bring I didn't bring a beverage. I need an energy drink. I don't want to go get it, though, because I'm stuck to the charts. We're going to do the giveaway here. I want to get more votes. We have 500 votes on the poll. Looks like we're really split here. We can do it a bunch of different ways. I think it's better we don't do it to just one person, the giveaway today, because unfortunately, I think the last 2 times in a row, it has gone to, well, they didn't, by the way, guys, no, they didn't win. The person who signed up for many accounts, Fairdesk won't, it's like against their terms. They won't send it to people who are trying to abuse it. But that's just rolled over. But unfortunately, they've been chosen via the picker, and I don't find out till later that it's that account. Actually, let me DM my person, my lady, and see if she's around, so she'll be able to like confirm it while we're live. I don't know if she is. Are you around? Okay, sent the message. But that's why I think we should not do just one winner today, because I want people to actually get this, and I don't want it to roll over again. So I think maybe like 3, 10, more than 10, like whatever you guys think is good, I think we should do. If there's a number that isn't up there that's better, I don't know. The only reason I chose 3 is because it's $300. Ooh, we got some subscribers. I'm like slowly coming back to reality now. I've been like freaking jazzing. I got a haircut, by the way. Lights on a little bright. I'm looking a little washed out. Maybe I'll turn that down. I see Ian Cogo. What's up, Mank? Thanks for subscribing. Good to have you. If you're new here, make sure you join the Discord. Also, we are live pretty regularly. We have pretty regular lives. We're usually live earlier. We're delivering the cutting edge and technical analysis, Bitcoin coverage, crypto, breaking events, etc. And you do not want to miss them. So make sure you're subscribed. Hit the bell button. However, hitting notifications is not enough. You have to actually enable notifications on your phone for YouTube. If you have notifications for YouTube muted on your phone, or even in your YouTube settings on your account, you won't get notifications. There's many ways you don't get them. You have to have all those things in line. Or you can join the Discord. On Discord, you will get the notification. Link is in the video description and in the chat. And we would love to have you anyway. Why not just do both? Sajawal. Sibtane also subscribed. What's up? T. Sonev. Simon. Vostrix. There's a few here. Let me just shout them out quick. We got a few. Vostrix. Dodo Danut. All right. Baron 2K. That's it. That's it. 5, 6. We have over 1,000 viewers, guys. It's spicy. Keep the energy. Keep the spice. Keep the spice. We'll probably put on some pump tunes here in a second. What's up, Cathal Gaza? Cathal Gaza with the check mark. I'm envious of the check mark. Oh, yeah, you're here before. I remember your name, actually. Bybit has blocked everyone. Wait. Guys, all right. I'm pulling up the chat for the first time. I'm trying to keep the energy. Up. 600 votes. Keep voting, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. Bybit. I saw more than one person comment on Bybit. Is something going on with Bybit? Tom, Bybit, the new Robinhood. Okay, I need to put Bybit. I'm gonna put WTF Bybit. By the way, guys, Bybit is no longer technically our sponsor. Like our contract expired. I still think they're a good exchange, but what's going on, chat? Anyone having a trading problem with Bybit trading? Okay, let me pull up Bybit. I mean, I'm in the US, so I'm gonna get restricted, but I should be able to see their markets. We are investigating live Bybit, but tell me, chat, what's happening? I've been streaming. I've been in the zone. I haven't been able to pay attention. Let me close more tabs. Bum. Yeah, well, that's not a great sign. That's not a great sign. Let's pull up CoinGecko's news. Maybe they have something /news. Binance relying on middleman. A gets price. Coinbase. Okay, I don't care. Let's search for Bybit. No Bybit news on CoinGecko yet, but let's go and use one of our Chirpow tools. By the way, May 2nd, May 3rd, next Chirpow meeting. Don't miss it. Mark it on your calendars. All right, let's Bybit. Last hour, 8 minutes. Joined Emperor BTC. Don't care. Added Staked Ether. Don't care. Oh, someone's ready, baby. They're ready. Pickle. Gifting out some memberships, my friend. Thank you. If you would like a membership, make sure you've opted into them. Like, subscribe, engage. They're gifted randomly. YouTube says the more you engage, the more likely you are to get them. I'm not seeing it. Let me get back to the chat because I know someone in the chat's got it. Bybit's not loading. So likely not trading right now. Let's go to their Twitter and let's tweet at them. I have to silence that. I do appreciate you, Pickle. And everyone appreciates the gifted memberships. But to Twitter we go. We're about to just Twitter together. Let me pull this up. Make sure my messages don't pop up. Sweet. Bybit. 4 hours ago, dive into Bybit's pull roars. Bybit, GBT. Okay, so it doesn't seem like there's anything that they've tweeted. Let's go to their replies. Have they replied to anything? They haven't made a reply in 4 hours. Okay, nothing there. Let's go to Bybit Help Desk. Anything there? They haven't posted in years. Okay, sure. That's not helpful. Sorry, I said chat, but let me read it. Let me actually read it. So Twitter, let's tweet at them. Let's say, yo, Bybit, you okay, bro? And then let's screenshot their Bybit.com and go to their markets. Let's screenshot this. Let's ask them if they're okay, bro. Just, you gotta check in on your bros, you know? Like, you don't want your bros in trouble without you know. Oh, there we go. Now it works. Now I feel like a dick. Now it worked. Bybit working fine. Yeah, I guess I'll delete the tweet. Oh no, I don't even have to because I have Twitter Blue. I'll just undo it. I will save that just in case something happens. You know what though? This loaded, but their markets haven't loaded. This is just their UI. I need to see like a chart. Can I look at their trading? Okay. It does seem like they're trading. Or maybe not, because 29,124. Now that's really close to spot Bitcoin price. But what I notice is that's actually not changing. It's not changing. And it looks like, okay, 30. But the candle's up to date. That's odd. Okay, it updated. It seems like it's working. Cannot trade, can't open. Can't open or close trades. All right, let's do it. Let's tweet him and say, you okay, bro? Saying can't trade. They can't open, close trades. Good? Good. Can't open trade, can't close. Let's ask them if they're okay, bros. Let's send that out. But guys, by the way, hype up the stream link here. I'm going to put the stream link. I'm going to retweet it. You know, you can retweet your own tweets. I don't know why. Here, this is the stream link going in first. Please retweet that. Let's get this hype. This is with Bybit. If Bybit's having shenanigans, that means Bybit's having shenanigans and Bitcoin's at a new 2023 high. This is the spice setup. So there we go. Second link is the one that's are you okay, bro? Tweet that out. Actually, here's what I really want you to do. That link, if you're having issues trading on Bybit, comment on that link and say exactly what issue it is. That's the best way we can get to them. That's the best way we can alert them. That's the best way we can get answers. WTF is Bybit. If you don't know what Bybit is, I mean, I'm not even sure what to tell you, man. Alexander Delarge. Well, look at the tweet. Then you'll find out. Retweeted. Bybit order book. All right. We're doing like investigative journalism, which is cool. Live. Because Bitcoin is chilling at a new high. So I'm down to do some like investigating. You're right. No order book. You're right. There's no order book. What about their spot, though? Where's spot? Trade. Spot. They're spot order books. This is the picture that should have been in there. Okay. Thank you, chat. You guys know I get a little weird. I get a little hype, and when I'm hype, I'm ADD. I have trouble. Those are some thin order books. Those are some real thin order books, meaning there aren't any. That's very unusual. It doesn't mean, I don't know, doom. It doesn't mean, Bybit's insolvent or something. Like, I think they're fine. But they're definitely having some kind of server issue. Something's going on with them. Because your order book should never, if that order book was real and you were able to trade, you wouldn't be able to trade. Without orders in the book, you just can't trade. Period. Because you have no liquidity to buy or sell into. So if you made a market order buy or sell, nothing would happen because there would be no buy or sell corresponding to fill. So that just means their markets are not on. Their markets are just down. But the thing that doesn't make sense about it, now we're getting actually into the interesting part. So, all right, they don't have an order book. Why is their price changing? That doesn't make sense. And you can say, if it's perps, it's indexed. This isn't perps, this is their spot. So, is their spot indexed? Because that doesn't make sense. There we go. Order book's back online. All right, guys. Everyone who had trouble with Bybit, check now. Order books just came back online. At least that's what it shows here. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. I'm gonna just put another screenshot. I don't want to leave it on Twitter. I don't want people to think it's FUD. Like showing a picture of no order book. I'll update it. Backup. Back up, and I circled it with a check mark. Cool. All right, well, it looks like it's back up. Is anyone still experiencing problems? If you are, what I'd recommend is log out, clear your cookies and cache, try to log back in if you're still having issues. The real mess. What's up, man? New 2023 high incoming. It already happened. We already have one. We already hit one in this live stream. At the beginning of this live stream, we said we're probably going to see a new 2023 high, and then we got it. So I don't know. I could say I think that was a prediction, but predictions are dumb. Predictions are dumb. 28.8 was tested over and over and over again. It's being tested now. I'm not hating this selling response here into this new high. Here's probably why I think we're doing good. So in the last few attempts, when we came up to these levels, we've had really, really noticeable volatile action right here. We had these nice rallies. We hit kind of new 23 high, but you can see instantly sold off and we started painting diamond patterns, right? It wasn't just this time. It happened, I believe we counted 5 times. Came up, new high, boom, straight down. Came up, boom, straight down. We were seeing very strong rejections, and we saw them, I don't even know how many days, out of the last 22, a ton, right? The thing I'm digging here is we've moved to a new 23 high. Let me get rid of all these circles. We've moved to a 23 high, and we aren't seeing that at least yet. It's still technically possible. I would say we have 23 minutes left in this hourly. We really don't want to see this hourly close red, because if we do, it's not necessarily that price has to do anything ever. But if this closes red, it looks a lot like what we've seen on these other tests of highs, and that's not ideal. It's just not what we want. We can see this hourly did trade red briefly here, actually. So right here, I'm just going to put red hourly. Just to keep track. If I could spell, man, my hands are shaking. I'm sweating. Not really sweating. Okay, red hourly. It's 29,000. Let's check back in on my short. Am I riggedy wrecked? That would not be a good look. Long is cruising. I almost want to move the stop up, fam. What do you think I should do? Oh, dude, Pickle, don't timestamp this. Don't worry. There's no timestamping today, bro. You are always appreciated. The short, I mean, it's been actually at a loss for like since I opened it for the most part. At this very moment, as I check it, it's green, but it's I mean, if I close it, I'll probably be net negative with fees. So the short is, it's hanging in there. Long's doing good. 0.57 BTC. So what's that? That's higher than 15, lower than 20 grand. We're up 60% on the margin. Those trades are doing just fine. Just fine. Imagine timestamping this. Don't. Okay. I have an idea. Nope. A little experimental. Didn't work. All right, we did get the breakdown. We did fall out of this we fell out of this ascending channel, which I'm glad we did. I pointed this out before. We were right around here. I pointed this out. I don't like this climb. It's suggestive that we are going to lose it, and we're going to look for some kind of retracement. This could be enough retracement. Like, this could be it. However, we didn't break a new high. So where are we at right now structurally, very zoomed in? We're at a new high for 23. We are at a higher low by all means, but also into a lower high. So what we're hoping we don't see here, I'd say 29,065 is the number for this hour. What we're hoping not to see in this hour is what? Consecutive lower highs. That's what we don't want to see. We don't want to see this. We don't want to see lower highs with a flat bottom, because then we're looking for retracement. We did discuss, though, how that really would not be out of the norm here. We moved up very quickly, very inefficiently to fill in that price action. We've seen that happen very consistently in this range. The thing that makes it really difficult to guess if this is going to really actually go significantly higher, because we've seen our high break many times over the last 20 days, but price just returns back into the sideways range. Just returns into the sideways range. The reason this is so difficult is we were talking about inefficient versus efficient price action. Here, when we trade sideways like this, especially on higher time frames, incredibly efficient price action. Incredibly. In fact, like I said, I think out of 21 days, Bitcoin traded at 28K, 19 of them. So very tight range, very bound. This is very efficient. So this is where, you know, like we have the tools, but it comes down to whose hand is the hammer in. We have some inefficiency. We moved up very quickly, but we have an incredibly efficient block below it. So lower time frames, if this was in a bubble, we'd probably be looking for a retracement. But with this block here, there is no need to come, like we can say a fair value gap started probably here, right? Down at 27.8. There is no need for this. This is already made efficient. This has already been traded. This has already been thoroughly washed. That's what makes it hard. We have, how many times has this high come up? Without any significant retracement, we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 higher highs in this range. Now 7. Without a breakout. This is really hard trading. Honestly, this is really hard trading. Right here. This is hard. I'm liking it though. I'm liking we haven't moved anywhere. We're up here. We've come off not even 1% maybe exactly from our high. Oh, Crypto Jarky. Crypto Santa Claus is back. Mr. Jarky, how you doing, bro? What a good day for the Jarkster. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Should have done my hair. I didn't have time to do anything. 50 memberships from the Jarky. Whew, boy. After a 20 ski, after... I have to... Let me look. Oh, you're ready. Patrick Leshman. Dude, I feel like you've won a membership many times. So what's really cool, as we've been giving these out, or Jarky's been giving them out, what's really cool is on YouTube, your memberships like are cumulative. Like if you have... Like if you got one gifted 2 months ago, now you get gifted one now. Now you'll have like the 2-month badge. It's kind of cool because so many people have them that now people are starting to get like, we have like multiple darker magnets, different tiers. It's cool. Let me see, 100 gifts. 100 of you receiving memberships today from Lord Jarky. If you got one, if you are gifted one through the grace of Jarky, put some of these new emojis that you have enabled in the chat. We've got 3 chirpow emojis. Those are my favorite. Put some emojis in the chat. Put them in the chat. Say thank you to Bajarki. We all love him. Thank you. Honestly, I don't know at this point, man, how many you've gifted out total. If I were to guess, I would say like 1,500. Like 1,500 is my like complete ballpark. It's definitely over 1,000. Definitely over 1,000. I have no idea. You know what? I've reloaded Bybit on the side. Okay, now it's kind of working. They're having issues. The only reason I tweeted them is because they didn't have any update. If you're gonna go down or something weird like that's gonna happen, you gotta be on Twitter tweeting it. Just to put everything back into balance. My short now in the red again. This long is still cruising. I should be intelligent and move the stop up. Maybe T a little P. T a little P on that. I'm gonna add a little T on the P. I'm gonna T on the P a little bit. That sounds gross. 28.9. Let's do this. You know, I don't actually know the difference between fair and last. That is odd. The difference between fair. Okay, the fair price is equal to the underlying index price plus an annualized fair basis rate. What? And then last is obviously the last traded. So don't I think last? I don't know. What's the price at right now? 29,000 on the dot. I feel a little aggressive at 28.9. Let's see 28,888. You know, in the West, they love their eights. Let's see what the difference is. 220 or 220 versus 216. I'll take it. 2888888888888. There we go. Locking in a little profit there. The reason is I started getting, I mean, I was excited and I identified I was excited. And usually when you get real excited, that means if you're long, it should be locking in a little bit. You don't have to close along, but locking in some of that moolah. And this is a big position. This position is large enough to liquidate my account here if I don't have any stop. So I'm just going to move that up, play it a little safe. It's closing 0.3 out of what is close to 0.6 position. So about 50% off the table if it trades below 2888. That short. That short's looking rough. It's looking rough. Dude, oh my god, guys. Bajarki hype. Dudes, everyone. Shout out Bajarki. Like, show Bajarki some love. Say thank you. Like, how many is this now? 50, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 260? 260? Something like that? Literally, like, everyone. If you add those to, like, I don't know, the few hundred he gave last time, it's like everyone on the channel has one. Madcat Pat, how do you not have one, dude? You're here all the time. So much. Bajarki's just the man. He is crypto Santa Claus. He comes in with presents from time to time, and we appreciate him. We appreciate him. Did I get? Okay, good. For a second, I thought maybe Bybit messaged me. It was like, Tom, why are you doing that? No, OB. Let me see. Okay. Let me see what you guys commented. Bitcoin just chilling in this range still. We did tweet to Bybit. Let's see. Let's see what you guys said there. Can't open close trade, says Jake talking. Let's pull him up. Everybody likes being shouted out. You know what I'll do? I'll do this. While we're like waiting on Bitcoin, let's throw up this. Let's have both. And actually double win is that I can probably make it so in case my messages pop up, I don't have any info shared. There we go. Actually, I kind of like this setup. Like, how would you guys feel if we did like a little part of the stream every day where it's like this? Like we got kind of like a chart on the side and then like maybe we're looking at other stuff. Like, because a lot of time there's nothing to chart. We have a lot to chart today. We're going to do more charting. Don't worry. I'm just still kind of reeling. Jake talking can't open close. Lolek can't operate any leverage trades. Bitcoin North. Good name, Bitcoin North. Try to put a stop loss, nothing happened. I managed to open a long 20 minutes ago. That's not good. Don't lie, bud. It's all good. Okay. I'll reply. Seems to be working. It's not a lie. That's what was happening. Paul Hupp can't open close trade. 30 minutes. Nice. Same issue. Bat. Yeah, it's not working. Prickly mouth. Can't put stop loss. This is what you don't like to see, though. Like, it could be beyond their control. The server, if it just goes down, it goes down. They can't enable like stop losses or something. Like while it's down, it's not like malicious. But that's the problem, is if you can't place a stop loss, let's say you just open a trade and then all of a sudden this happens, you can't put a stop. Like, that's danger. Timber, says Jimmy Doe. Bro? Same. Okay, good replies, good replies. I don't think Bybit replied. Makes sense. Ooh, 3 new followers. 3 new followers. That's like really high for a tweet. It's impossible to get followers on Twitter. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. All right. That's all I wanted to show you guys on that. All right. Let's look at a few other things while we're here. What's the funding rate at? That's going to be really interesting to me. We've seen a new 23 high. Funding rate has been in the past a really good indicator. It doesn't seem very consistent, though. It really only appears that funding rate is a good trading indicator when it's extreme. When it's extreme. So very mixed here. We're only looking at BTC. The rest of these aren't. I mean, there are times where you might see something that gives you a really juicy opportunity. I don't know, like for instance, right here, football. I wouldn't ever touch this. Wouldn't do this. But we can see 0.47% funding negative. That means you're getting paid to hold it long. On a yearly annualized basis, that is a 521% fee. So maybe that gives you an idea of how funding rates are important. Maybe not the only or the most important pushing factor, but if they get high enough or low enough, it becomes impossible to keep a position open. And the higher and lower they are, the shorter that time period is. Like 500%, you can't keep it open. You would pay 100% of the position in fees in 1/5 of a year. So I don't know if that adds like some clarity or just confusion. I don't nothing know. Whoa, did these all just flash? Okay, something weird happened there. Mixed signals. Usually we look to predicted. Again, mixed signals. CoinX looking heavily on UST margins, but OKX looking bearish on UST margins in the predicted. For the most part, Binance is neutral. That's a good signal. Like Binance moving is usually the biggest, most impactful. Neutral doesn't really give us any indication. Kind of light negative funding, slightly bullish. Very much neutral. Weird. We can read it this way though. So while I was hoping that we would see what we saw in football, like minus 0.3%, minus whatever, really heavy negative funding, because that is very consistently bullish when it's at an extreme. We didn't get that. It's pretty neutral. So that signal isn't there. But one thing we can still read from this that is good is that we have moved to a new 23 high, and we don't see yet. This can still happen, but we don't see extreme positive funding, which would be very bearish. We've seen that in the past when Bitcoin's moved up, crazy extreme fundings into the positives, and then those rallies collapse. So we're really not getting a read here, but I think with the move up into this, that's a good look. I mean, that could be worse. We're not getting like the everyone's gone long here signal. Ooh, baby. On the top 10, Bitcoin holding the number 1 spot. 4.4% of the day. Ethereum 3.1, BNB 1, XRP 1, Cardano 1, Doge 1, Lido 3, Polygon 3, Solana 2. My baby Litecoin 3.7. Ooh. Let's sort them by 24-hour change. CAS up 13%. I've actually heard people talk about that lately. Conflux 13%, Render 9%, AGIX 8%, ARB $1.23. We could pull up ARB at some point. Frax, Filecoin, Near. Nothing with like a significant market cap is really anywhere near that 4% mark yet. It's a spicy. Kind of like this little window. We're just zoomed in. It's kind of cool. Kind of cute. Want something interesting in front of us. I haven't looked at it in a long time. I wonder if this site still exists. There we go. It does. Cute. Cute. I'll keep this up just for... Oh, you can't see that part. Ooh. Here. This is creative. This is a cool site. This is corn.tools. It's a free site. I wonder... Where are my sounds? Okay, so corn.tools, pretty cool site. It just has like a chart, basically integrated trading view. But what we have over here, I don't think anything's even for sale there, so can't possibly call me shilling this. It's just a cool free site. I don't know where that. But what we have over here is what it does is it's basically looking for large orders made on exchanges, and you'll see them update in real time. What you'll notice here is some of them, like this one, minus 28,000. 1 Bitcoin. Doesn't have a little number next to it. I don't know if you can see that because it is small, probably on your screen. Make it a little bigger. You'll see this like 7 over here. When I touch them, it goes away. That's telling you the leverage that they're on, just so you know. It's a cool thing to watch because you can see kind of like flows of big orders. And what is valuable is it's not just one exchange, it's aggregating that data. So it has like Coinbase, BitMEX, Bitfinex, Binance, whatever. Whatever you want, it's on there. Pretty cool site, corn.tools. Free shout out for being a free site. See some sellers coming in spot on Coinbase. Bitstamp, weird. Exchanges. Do I not have them all enabled? FTX is still on here. I don't want to who wants to break the bad news to them? Why can't I enable that? The menu is being weird. I think you should be able to like enable and disable exchanges here, but it's not working. That do it? No? I don't know. It's a cool site. I'd recommend it. I am keeping an eye on Bitcoin over here. I'm still chilling here. It does look like, with 5 minutes to go, it doesn't look like we're going to close a red hourly, which is actually what we have here. For some reason on, this is BitMEX. On BitMEX, they are looking at a red hourly. Right? Yeah. BitMEX, oh, interesting. Looks like perps are trading higher than spot, or they were in that rally. That's actually the reverse of what we saw earlier, which maybe isn't a good sign. Not a lot of action. Thought there'd be more action. Let's close that. Let's close that. We'll go back to the charts. We'll go back. Wonder what I can put up here. What do you guys want up here? In the top left corner, that's actually gold versus Bitcoin, and you can see gold is Bitcoin's gaining against gold in this rally as well. Bitcoin dominance. Let's have that zoomed in up here. That's probably a good thing to. We're waiting for that to break. Well, no, it broke, but we're waiting for it to break more. Break harder. Little Bitcoin dominance in the corner. All right. QQQ. QQQ. Twitter again? What's Twitter again? Alexander, everyone FOMOing quickly. No, don't FOMO. Never FOMO. Never FOMO. Never FOMO in, never FOMO out. I need to take off Bybit from Streamlabs because they are not our sponsor anymore. Yeah, to enable memberships when you join, it should be a toggle button. I have no idea why you have to accept it because, like, what possibly could. Like, what downside is there? Like, if you get it, you don't want it, just, I don't know, don't go to the channel. But you just have to enable it. YouTube says the more you engage with the live stream they're gifted at, the more likely you are to get them. So that means liking, chatting, subscribing, sharing, voting in the poll. Jay Davis gunning for one of those memberships as he just subscribed. Joe Sue also subscribed. Ardman. 3 new subscribers. Nice to have you guys. I think I got everyone else. Did I say Oski and Felipe Tomaz and Lolik? Maybe not. They were in between the gifts. It's hard to read in between the gifts. I'm going to re-enable the alerts. I just can't have it reading 400 gifted memberships. I wish I could, but I think people would just tune out. I think people would turn it off. I don't have any update from Bybit, which I don't know if that's that abnormal. I don't know how abnormal that is. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that for now. Click. No. Stop. We haven't really done the TAs yet. I haven't even gotten into the deep TA because maybe the reason is when you're at a point like this, I've gone through a bunch of concepts already today, but when you're at a point like this, I mean, what much is TA gonna do for you? At this point, it's like, it's either gonna break up, we're gonna run to the next leg, or we've seen for the 8th, 9th, whatever time, a move into the like sub 30 range and back down. TA probably isn't going to do much for us. I will, because I mean, we love charts here. I will run through some of these low time frames just right now, take a peek, kind of what low time frames are looking at. Let's get like let's combine the powers of Lux Algo and I missed the old one. Oh, I'm ready. As soon as I enable him, Jarky. As soon as I enable him. All good, bro. Gifted 10 more memberships. Shout out. If you've gotten gifted a membership today, please. You'll notice you have some special emojis you can use now. Show Bajarki your thanks by putting some of those emojis in chat. I'm ready. I'm ready. I think honestly, I mean, Jarky's just a man. Love him. But I feel like sometimes he just likes SpongeBob. He just likes hearing it go off. Shout out to everyone who got it. I mean, there's too many to read, guys. Hundreds have been given away already. I want the Lux Algo that colors the candle in the way that, not in this way, the other way. It has the little like buy and sell. Lux Algo, by the way, is like the #1 indicator group, the company on TradingView, meaning they look at how many, like they've released hundreds of them. That's what I mean by #1, like most followed. So many. So many. Go check it out. Like if you're going to sign up, because it is premium, use my link. You'll get a discount with the code Tom Crown. But you don't have to buy it. There are hundreds of free ones. Hundreds. Price action. I swear it was just Lux Algo Premium, but now I can't remember. What the hell? Signals and overlays? I guess they changed the way it looks. That's weird. I'll have to ask Smack. I'll have to ask the owner. I'll have to ask Smack what happened. Okay. I don't know if I like this one more or less. I like the little, because it used to say buy and sell, and it would be, there's less colors, I feel. That's the thing, is they're always effing updating it. So, all right, we're going to run through with just Lux Algo and just Market Cipher. We're going to combine their strengths. Let's run through. On the one, money flow is coming down. We are below what looks like some kind of like Ichi. This kind of looks like a crypto burbs indicator thingy. I can't remember what that's called. Below it, we do have a sell on the 1, but let's go to the 5. 5 minute on Market Cipher. I don't mind it. I need to see money flow come up a little bit. We see momentum pinching. VWAP at the 0 line looking very good. Lux signaling back here at 28.2 on the 5 minute. A bullish trend. However, it did have 1, 2, 3 closes. 3 closes, so it was not expecting that large of a move. We have not gotten the reverse signal from Lux yet. So in my opinion, by both Market Cipher and Lux Algo on the 5 minute, we're looking for continuation. Let's go to the 15. 15 showing more strength on Lux, or showing more strength on Market Cipher. Money flow, higher high. VWAP is coming down with momentum, and that could signal some kind of pullback, midterm retracement. But we did get the close, 1700. We still have a green trend. We haven't gotten any kind of reversal. Really, the only it does seem like Lux was grabbing this around 28.3, but it does seem to want to have closed that position at 29.3. Now, that doesn't mean reversal, but in general, when, at least in my reading of this indicator, when you get the green, the up, and it starts playing out, when you get that X, what it's suggesting is like, this is a good place to take profit. It can continue, but there's reason structurally, and it's probably here in the 30-minute from this lower high in these wicks, that's what I would guess, is there may be another long entry ahead. That's kind of how I read that. 30-minute, beautiful. Market Cipher, this is beautiful. We have a higher high on money flow. Things are cooking. VWAP is coming down, and that does line up with the 15 with some kind of maybe lower time frame pullback. Let's continue. I'm seeing the subscribers. What's up, Will Calicut? What's up, my man? Welcome. MR subscribed. Maximilian. G series. Ooh, we got a bunch in a row. Little subscriber wave. Keep the subscriber wave going. Keep the hype going. We've got 1,000 viewers still. Let's get 1,000 likes. How many likes are we at? We still have yet. You answered my email today. Thank you, Bajarki. I'll get back to you ASAP. We have yet to give away the $300. It looks like 3 winners is still the favored. So that would be 3 $100 winners. We had a problem. Okay. Okay, and my Fair Desk associate is there, so she'll be able to help. She'll be able to dish it out and tell me. She'll be able to tell me if it's the same person. So 45-minute actually looks strong too. I really can't get past this Lux Algo X on the top here. The X, for those of you just joining on Lux Algo, this is the indicator. So, you know, whatever mathematics are behind it, the X is essentially whatever position it gave you last. The X is typically the exit. There can be more X's on the way up. Doesn't mean it has to reverse, but it's gotten something, some kind of change in trend on that time frame where it's saying not a bad spot to settle up and take profit. I mean, if it from the bottom of the candle it gave the long to there, that's a 4% move. That's not bad. However, I don't know if I agree with the close. The hourly is still not great. We have a high, low, lower, low, lower, high. Technically with VWAP down. Momentum very strong though in all these time frames. I think based on what I'm seeing, I think we see continuation to like 30 minimum. I mean, we're at 29.2, so 2 hour looks strong. We're gonna go through these fast because I don't want to do a ton of charts today. I am a chartist purely, but there are times where charts just aren't that helpful. This is really what I wanted to look at. Beautiful. On our higher time frame. So Lux was indicating a close on on almost all the time frames we looked at on that candle. However, this is what I was looking for, a longer time frame. Just so happens to be the 12 hour, which we have something very spicy to talk about in just a second anyway. Up 7%. We don't have it on the higher time frame. We don't have it on the 12. There's no X there. So it is saying that this is still uptrending, or it's suggesting that. Obviously, it's not a crystal ball. Nothing is. Nothing's always right. But the 12 hour on Market Cipher, for those of you just joining, those of you who haven't, I don't know, just don't watch every day. The 12 hour on Market Cipher was our freaking golden goose this year. It was our guide. This thing got us in and out of trades like bosses this year. And I will say, nothing can do that all the time. Nothing's always gonna do that, but it was on fire. Absolutely, it was on fire, and it looks like it might still be. So let me explain why. At the start of 21, we saw from our use of Market Cipher B, money flow trending up. That's the sign. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. That's the uptrend sign. Beautiful. Right out the gate of 21. It gave us a rolling over signal, meaning it was looking to move to negative money flow. So that means retracement, downside price action. We got that around the end of January. Right here. So Market Cipher gave us up, 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 up. Right here. It said, okay, time to start looking for it to roll over. It rolled over. Took a while. It did roll over. It has been a negative money flow. It has been red, so it was not describing a bullish trend. As of right here, February 24th. That was right before we fell down. Right before we came all the way down to 19.5, tested the 200 daily, tested our major descending trend line, etc. And I have been watching it so closely. So closely. Waiting for it to give us the rollover signal again. It did give it to us. I will say around here, I was like kind of skeptical as to what was going on. But in reality, let's see where it broke. Actually didn't break till like right here. All right. That'll do. Right about here, it gave us our rolling back to positive sign. Now, not much happened. Just traded sideways. But here's where it gets exciting. This is why I'm looking at the 12. Boom, baby. Look at this money flow. We have not seen this kind of money flow since the start of the year. We've broken our little high over here. We have a higher high. Momentum's coming up. VWAP is still up. Market Cipher beat. Now, again, nothing is ever going to work forever. But in trading, what you'll notice is things kind of catch fire for a little bit. And when they do, pay attention. Because when they do, pay attention. Because there's often some really good trades to be made. Once it stops working, once you see the same signal and it doesn't happen, that's when you probably drop it, look for any strategy. But the 12-hour is finally, in my opinion, looking bullish again. And I like to see that here. It lines up with what we see on Lux Algo with the uptrend signal here and no close yet. That's beautiful. Exactly what I didn't want. On the day, did you see that? Like on the 12-hour from here, no close. On the 24-hour or the day, we do have the close. I was hoping not to see that. Womp. Womp. 20% trade, though, if closed right there. Not great. But this is also good. So the 12-hour, as I just described and showed you, in my opinion and in my observation and analysis, is for the first time since January 1st in this condition. In a pretty clearly defined uptrend. On the day has been looking like garbage. The day has been looking absolute garbo. We've seen money flow come down. We hit a lower low. It was in a pretty clear downtrend until right here. This is where it all changed. Right here, it broke its low. It's looking to roll over. It does so with high confidence. Certainly not 100% probability, but with high confidence. Right here. Daily started rolling over right here. Get rid of that. Boom. Boom. Yesterday's close above 28K. Daily's looking to roll over. VWAP is straight up. Momentum, I'd like to see it break to a higher high, but momentum's looking strong. That money flow is rolling over. This is the best attempt we've had at this price. This is the best attempt we've had at this price. Easy. Oh, I'm ready. I need to change that. I need to change it so it's not SpongeBob. It's been that for about 4 years now. And it's a lot. What's up, Cherry City Bullies? Take a look at Litecoin, baby. I'm always looking at Litecoin. I'm always looking at Litecoin. Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. Cool, but not cool. So the last hourly candle did close green. That's really what we were hoping. However, you might see the problem here. You might see the problem. This wick, brilliant. However, the hourly closed back below the previous high, and that's not ideal. Now, it's not mega bearish, but that is the market pushing it back below the previous high. Like, that's not what I wanted. It's making it less confident. It's making me less confident. I wanted to see a close above the previous wick high. Man, this is some volatility. Your streams are always fire. You're fire, Rocket T. Rocket T. I don't really like the way the hourly looks either. So this is no longer red hourly. The hourly closed green. So, but now this is hour engulf if it trades below. We're going to make this smaller because this is not quite as important. And we'll make it white. There we go. Hour engulf. We're going to get rid of this because that was literally just marking the high previously. Let's place it here. So now, like we had down here, we're going to have green hourly. It trades above here. During the next 47 minutes, we have our green hourly. Was the previous high. No, we don't even need the price label because this is literally just tracking how high it went. Giggity. AKA how high I'll be after the stream. Giggity, giggity, gishmoigan. 1,000 viewers still. Only 660 likes. We're going to do the giveaway. I'll probably look at Litecoin, then we'll do the giveaway. Can we get 1,000 likes, guys? If we get 1,000 likes, I'll bump the giveaway up again. We'll bump it up a little more, too. How's that sound? We have 1,000 people here. We have 660 likes. Literally right now, if everyone just picks their finger up, puts it on their mouse or their mobile device, navigates over to that little thumbs up and clicks it, we could get over 1,000 likes right now. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. It's 2:13. If we can get over 1,000 likes by 2:30. Nah, I wouldn't do the giveaway before then. Can we do it right now? Just do it right now, fam. Just do it. Send it. If you've already liked and you haven't subscribed, then subscribe. You know how it is. Like Rajan, he subscribed. Be like him. Boss of Bots subscribed. Be like them. Pungent Sauce. That wouldn't be like a pungent sauce, but they also subscribed, and so you can learn something from them. Let me pull up Litecoin. Really quick, let's update this, and let's keep this on our radar. Bitcoin's going to be in the picture all day today because we're watching. I will say Litecoin, though, comparatively to the other coins in the top like 100, much closer gains to Bitcoin today, which is never guaranteed, obviously, but is a welcome sign as a guy who likes his Litecoin. As a Litecoin guy, basically like Litecoin. There we go. Bitcoin's in the top left. You have ADA here. I'd love to update you on ADA, but there ain't nothing to look at. ADA is between 31 and 41 cents as we've been looking all year. Literally all year we've been looking at this. We've been making trades. Killing it. Slayed ADA. But no update. No update. That's right. What's up, Hutmo? Leonard Ash. Deepak M. Good peeps. Good peeps. Good to see you. Where's the most recent one? I don't know. We'll just find out. I will say, just really quickly over here on Litecoin, or on Bitcoin. Really quickly on Bitcoin here. This is very low time frame. This is on the 5-minute. But what I do like on it is our lows are coming up. That's why I placed that trend line. And our highs are pretty flat. Now, we do have high wicks. And so you could describe this as a symmetrical triangle as well. Very easily. That argument is very logical. That it's symmetrical. However, I don't know, man. Something about it is leaning in that flat top. It's leaning in the flat top direction for me. I might have to look at it on different exchanges to see if maybe we have like closer closes. Closers. Yeah. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, Litecoin. Yeah, Litecoin, you looked like crap on the BTC pair back here. That's okay. You found some kind of bottom, I hope. Just keep praying for my Litecoin guys against Bitcoin. It's still looking a little ugly. Hey, there's Professor Beans. Are you coming in? Coming up here, Professor Beans. Come here. Come say hi. This is a very messy chart. Let's just get a clean chart. Hey, hello, Professor Beans. If you growl at me, I swear to God, I will give you smooches. Don't do it. What's up, John Edwards? Kevin Hancock, great name. Hancock. So let's see. We were slaying Litecoin just like back to back to back to back. Let's see if that's still true. On the week, here's something I like. On the week, Litecoin, market cipher B, we have green money flow. We don't have that on Bitcoin yet. We're so close. We've been waiting. I like that. specifically because it's had such a brutal move to the downside, did not break its all-time lows, still held its consolidation range. That's still a good bounce spot, but it's good to see it rolling over into the green right before Bitcoin, because that could suggest a little bit of retracement, a little bit of gain against Bitcoin as its money flow is flowing in just a little bit earlier. On the week, it still looks good. This definitely went lower than I thought. I did not think I would see Litecoin at $65 again. I did not. Didn't really go anywhere. This won't really go anywhere either. That's okay. But what we are seeing is a series of higher highs and a series of higher lows. So it's still in an uptrend, still trending up. We actually, before it even broke out here, we had been speculating about $100 and how it is a psychological value, and we're likely to see profit taking. We're likely to see consolidation. Let me see if I can find how I originally drew that. I originally drew it like this. There we go. We don't hide stuff here, guys. By the way, I'm not a trading guru. I'm a guy who wears glasses. I'm a nerd. I used to be an F-boy, if you follow me on Twitter. I recently released that story. That was long ago, many moons. I'm not right all the time. I'm wrong a lot. Just like every trader. In fact, definitely never trust anyone who says they're always right or never wrong, or even like just suggests it, like really heavily suggests it. They're LARPing. The best traders in the world probably aim for like a 52% win rate. Anyone who says that, oh, I have a 99% win rate, I can tell you exactly why. I was going to make a video on it. I'm not going to go into it right now, but it's a LARP, bro. It's a LARP. Anyone can have a 99% win rate. The problem is that they just don't make any money. We'll get into it another time. We nailed this pretty hard. I will say I did not expect this harsh of a sell-off. I was looking for consolidation around 100, then a move to 121. We fell instead. At least the low held. 61 held. We are now basically, I'd say, consolidating below previous. This was support. We fell, kind of consolidating around and below previous resistance. Not the best look. Not the best look. I'm not worried, man. I have so much Litecoin. And I don't know. I'm not suggesting anyone else buy it. I'm not suggesting other people do what I did. But I have so much Litecoin. I'm not gonna sell it till it gets over 420. I don't know when that'll happen. But I'll just let it sit. I'll just let it sit. See if there's anything, because we're not really, I mean, it's just like consolidating. It's under resistance. It's not super ideal. We do have a pretty flat cloud down at 85 bucks. There may be an entry there. Maybe an entry at 85. If it breaks 65, this chart's riggedy wrecked. I don't think it'll do that. Let's see what Lux has to say. Ooh, it does say that 105 is a weak high. I'll take that. Luxago, this is the freaking one I was looking for. Except what happened to these colors? Whoa. These are trippy colors. Trippy colors. It did catch the short. It did say close the short. So I was talking about the X's. I was talking about the X's earlier. The X's are the close of the previous position. You can see strong, long, close, strong, short, close. We don't have any open signal at the moment. The bars here are turning green, and that is suggestive, especially when you have a purple. When you see red to purple to green, that the trend is changing or is in flux. And so that's saying you might start looking for an uptrend. I wouldn't really get excited until it's above 95.83, and I think we're going to see another test of that. That paints out a pretty flat top with ascending lows. Things don't look too bad in that scenario. They don't look too bad. Got to buy, close, no rebuy yet. But similar to Bitcoin, we're seeing money flow come up. Like, I'm liking these indicators. I'm liking what I'm seeing on them. I wonder if this will play out. Like that. Kind of similar to a much smaller time frame what we're looking at up here. There you go. Litecoin, honestly, guys, out of anyone in the world, I want to talk about Litecoin. You can't get me to shut up about it. But I don't talk about it until there's, like, usually people are like, why don't you look at this when I look at that? It's like, I don't look at stuff and I don't bring it up on stream until there's something to look at. Like, the second Litecoin does something, you guys will know. I will be talking about it. I will be talking about it. But it's just, it's not really doing anything yet. All right, let's get back to the corn quick. To the Karen. To the Karen. I'm seeing something. So, arguably this is symmetrical triangle. Professor Beans, no. I thought Professor Beans was going to make a rare appearance. She's a little camera shy. She's a doctor. Dr. Beans. So we can argue this is symmetrical. Here's my problem with that argument. Is the argument that it's symmetrical would then suggest in traditional TA suggests that traditional or symmetrical triangles break to the, or continue. So in this case, after a move up would be a continuation. I just don't see these play out that, like, honestly, statistically in crypto, when you see what is called a bull flag or a bear flag, I feel like almost every time it goes in the other direction. Like, almost every time. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I just, the sample size I've seen is skewed that way. RNG of the universe played out that way. But this is honestly what I see. This can be invalidated very quickly. And hell, maybe I can even change my stops. I'm putting money where my mouth is. I'll move my stops live so I can get hunted by the whales. I see this pattern more clearly. I don't think it's symmetrical. Mostly because of, it's counterintuitive. It's counterintuitive. Counterintuitive. All right. We can absolutely consider this invalid. Very easy. Boom. Right at the hourly engulf. We actually could do it before then. You could even be as ballsy as to say, at the bottom of this 5-minute candle, you're breaking lows. I think I'll take 29.6. So I'm putting money where my mouth is. I'm gonna move this up. Actually, I'm going to adjust. Let me adjust. Can I change the amount? I hate that you can't do that. It's stupid. Why can't I change the amount of the stop? Let's move some of these up. 27.6. So what was it? 29? 29 flat. I don't want last fair index. What? Chat, does someone in chat understand the difference, man? I have never run into this. This is very new to me. Like, maybe I've just unknowingly been using, I don't know. But when it comes to price, last I understand is the last traded price. Fair is apparently index multiplied by some value, which I don't understand, said the internet. Index is taking a price from somewhere else. I don't really understand, honestly, why these are even here. Which one is like more risky? Which one is less risky? That's kind of like what I want. Let me adjust my stop, and then we'll do the giveaway. I'll just 29. That's fine. Let's pull this back up. Now I do want to warn you guys. I'm doing something very foolish here. I'm charting on Coinbase, but I'm adjusting my stop on not Coinbase. Don't do this. Don't do that. You should be charting on whatever exchange it is you're trading because prices vary. Why am I doing it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm being lazy. I got too much going on. Too much to keep track of. Alts are dead. All the money's going to Bitcoin. That's what it looks like right now. All right, stops moved. So let's do this giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do it to it. Who's ready to win? Did we get 1,000 likes? We only got 833. Damn. I was gonna do like 500. It's 227. If we can get to 1,000 likes in 3 minutes, and I know there are 160 people out of 900 here that haven't hit the like button. If we get to 1,000 in the next 3 minutes, we'll give away a bunch more. And if not, no worries. We're still doing great. We have our 420 license. You can go forth and blaze it. No worries. I'm just putting it on the table. A little extra hype, a little extra hype, a little extra giveaway. But I'm pulling it up. We're going to use a random comment picker. And we're going to pick. I guess, wait, what did the poll decide? Probably 3 winners. You are disqualified if you've signed up for multiple accounts and you've spammed your different numbers. I have my my associate on the line, and they will confirm the winners. So let's do 3. Let's do 3. $3 $100 giveaways. How's that sound? 3 has been in the lead the whole time. If you could do me a favor, random comment picker. That's right. That's right. It's not fixed. It's not rigged. I mean, why would I rig it? Even if I could, why would I do it? The whole point is to give it away, to be fun, to make it exciting. But it will randomly pick a comment. So it's okay if you weren't able to enter in the last one or for this one that we're about to pick. I hate that the new links don't work. Yeah. I don't know if you guys noticed, but YouTube started making live links different. They added the word live into it, and it goofs everything up. It goofs embedding up. It goofs this up. There we go. So, you know how this works. It's too late to enter now, but we will be doing a giveaway in the next stream as well, and I'll tell you how to enter that after this because I've realized this confused people. Please, please, please hype up the chat, smash the like, subscribe, get the hype going. Get the hype for the giveaway. We're going to be giving away $100 on Fair Desk to 3 people, so I hope you win. Should we, you know what, really quick. Nah, this poll won't be fair, but I don't care. Should we allow people to win twice? Again, you know, I don't even, just for engagement. Here you go. A little extra opportunity to engage, answer that poll. Should we allow people to win twice? Like if I pick the same number twice, should they win twice? And should they win again? Like if, I don't know, we've only done this like 4 or 5 times. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to give them away because it's been people abusing it. Should we allow people who aren't abusing it to win again if we get picked again? Let's see. 55% say no and 160 votes. No, it is. So let's rock and roll, boys and girls. We're going to get 3 winners right here. Here's the first one. Drum roll. Dustin Singer almost won. Dustin Singer almost won. Well, congrats, Dustin Singer, for having your name out there. Shout out to you. But as we say, you have to have a user ID in the comment. There's no other way for this to work. But I will say shout out to you, Dustin. You the man. We still got 3 more chances. Emis Rubovsky. Heart the music. Thanks for the stream. I don't know if you're here, Emis. But you, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know, Emis. Are the winner or a winner. We have 2 more to go. Don't worry. 2 more to go. I'm sending that over to my... It's actually a chick. I was going to say I'm a dude. To Sophia, my associate. I'm going to ask her to check if that's an eligible one. And in the meantime, well, congrats to Emis. Emis Hype. You know what? Maybe we should type at Emis. Hype! They are here. They are here. Let's hype them up. Hype. There we go. How do you enter? I will tell you at the end because I've been doing it before and then everyone gets confused. So we have 2 more to go. Udeshka Dasharni. Best of best. Best of best to you. Our second potential winner. Send it over. I should probably come up with a better system. I figured she would get back to me instantly, but she didn't. So I'm sending them off. 1 more winner. If in the meantime she gets back to me and says one of those isn't eligible, then we'll pick it again. Last winner. Buy gear. Nice stream. Nice winning. Nice winning. Buy gear. Nice winning. So she hasn't said anything. I asked her at the beginning of the stream if she was here. She didn't say anything. Okay, it looks like she has read the last 2 messages. Maybe she's checking now, probably pulling it up. If any of those are ineligible, and I'll explain how you can enter now. If any of those are ineligible, we'll repick them in the stream. So I have been explaining how to enter before we do it, and it's really confused people. So I'm going to explain it now that these ones are potentially done. Grats conditionally. Grats conditionally. Make sure you're smashing that like button. Joining the Discord. So to enter at all, you must sign up for Fair Desk. You must use my link. It must be under my account or else they won't allow me to give it to you. It has to be under my thing. So link is pinned to the top of the chat and the video description below. That's step one. There's no KYC. Very easy to make an account. I will warn you, do not make multiple accounts. Make one if you want to be able to be eligible. Make one. Make multiple. We had this issue. This is why we've had to do it differently. Do not try to abuse it, guys. It's at Fair Desk's discretion. I have no control over it. If they say we can't do that, we can't do that. So make one. Try to be honest. Try to be legit. Yeah, that's all I can say. If you accidentally make two and I don't know. I'll go to bat for you for two. But someone signed up for a lot. They commented a lot of them. And we've picked them as the winner like 2 or 3 times. But we can't let them win according to Fair Desk. They won't allow it. So, set up with my link. After this live stream, so when I hit end live stream, which probably won't be until Bitcoin has a new 2023 high again. And it's looking spicy right now. It's looking hella spicy right now. But after this live stream is over, you will be able to comment on the stream. So right now, there's been confusion. This is the live chat that you're chatting in. If you're watching this in the future, then you can comment now. But once this is over, you'll be able to comment. You know, like how people say first after a video? You don't have to be first. All you need to do is sign up using my link. Comment after this video. After this video. Your user ID right here. If you log into Fair Desk, you go to the little profile guy, you see tomcrownofficial@gmail.com, user ID 335882 is mine. So put a little comment, put that user ID, and then we use our random number picker and we give it away. That's all you have to do. All eligible. Yes. This is the first time. I wonder if winning over and over again and then not actually getting anything dissuaded that guy. I mean, I respect his hustle, man. I respect his hustle, but yeah, let's keep it fair. That's awesome. All 3 winners were actually people. I'm so happy. We gave away $300. 300 trading dollars. Go DGen. Oh yeah. The real winners are everybody today though with Bajarki. Bajarki, I have no idea how many gifts he... I mean, I can see 100, 290, but I think it's still more than that. We're all the winners today. Yeah, like 290 memberships given away today, $300 in trading. We had the opportunity to get more, but we came just shy of 1,000 likes before the time. Before the time. You know, this still kind of fits symmetrical. I'm annoyed by it. I'm annoyed by the symmetry. Just like this. Spicier. Wow, it's really symmetrical on Mech C. That's crazy symmetrical. Let's see Fair Desk. Fair Desk, my short is in trouble. It is now down $47. Oh well. Minus 3.8%. I still like this as a position. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with the downside. The stop's at like 30. Probably should have it tighter. But with this long open, I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Something I should do. Bitcoin versus gold trending up. Gold struggling. Wow, gold traded above 2,000 today. Rallied into open into 2005, now lower lows and lower highs. Gold showing a little weakness while Bitcoin showing a little strength. Oh, that's going to break to the upside eventually, though. That looks strong. Dominance not... I mean, it did break a new 23 high. Bitcoin dominance did, but I was kind of expecting a return to just this trend line here. Hasn't happened yet. That would be just fractions of a percent higher. If it breaks through there, I think we see a real run on dominance. But it has been strong. It did hit a new 2023 high today. The dollar, here's what's actually very interesting. Now, the dollar still looks like shit. Sorry, I don't usually swear. Dollar still looks like shit, to be honest. It does look like it's got some retracement to do. It looks like it's got some more upside in the short term. I'm not saying like all-time high stuff, but this looks like it's gonna try to keep pushing up maybe into the end of the week, unless it literally rejects the top of this candle today, and that looks like garbage again. But a little bit of retracement wouldn't be crazy on the dollar. You know, maybe we see like 104 for a lower high, and then we come back down, move down to 100, break our lows, you know, something like that. That could be. But what's interesting is the dollar is green. The dollar is up 0.5% today, which is pretty significant for the dollar, actually. Wow. Tallest. Bitcoin is at a 2023 high. This is really interesting. We've seen them run inversely for years. For years. Dollar having a pretty solid green day, a pretty bullish day. And Bitcoin bullish right alongside. Hey, Professor Beans. You want to sit on my lap? Hi. Say hi. She got like... Hello. Hello. What do you think, Beans? Are we bullish or bearish? Think. She's like, guys. She's like, guys, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Thank you, Professor Beans. That was very insightful. Our celebrity guest, Professor Beans. Where was I? Oh, the dollar and Bitcoin moving up at the same time, and especially Bitcoin out of 23 high. That is interesting AF. I don't really have any conclusion to draw from that. Only the same one I draw all the time here is that correlations are BS. For the most part. For the most part, correlations are complete BS. People say, Bitcoin completely correlated to stocks. I meant to bring up stocks and I typed STX. That was, I guess I was only one letter away. Let's see. S&P 500, you having a good day? All right, interesting. It's no 2023 high, but I mean, it's green. It's green. This is why I hate traditional markets. It's so stupid. So on Friday, the SPX closed at 1,400, okay? It opened today at 4,085. It's currently 4,098. So it closed on Friday. It opened lower today. It's lower than it went and closed on Friday, but it's still a green candle. So this is 0.36 and this is 0.16 up, or green positive. Math doesn't check out. Math don't check out. This is what is correct. This is correct. It is down 0.16% from Friday. From Friday's close. So it's green, but this is like a fake green candle. It's not even actually, it's just literally color green, but it's not green. It hasn't moved up at all. Hasn't broken a high. Isn't even as high as it freaking closed yesterday. It should be red. Either way, stocks, I mean, it did get itself out of some trouble here. It was looking real bad down here. I wonder if you're going to end up with like nasty divergence. But stocks are, I was hoping it'd be more, I was hoping stocks would be like down or something. Well, they are technically, but the candle's green, fake green. To show that correlations just they're not real. Correlations are fleeting. There are times where things correlate or they move together or against each other. There are times, but it's always fleeting. Like, at least when it comes to Bitcoin, I'm not going to make grandiose statements about all markets. When it comes to Bitcoin, every correlation I've ever heard as a narrative, eventually nobody talks about it, nobody remembers it. Like, there's been everything you could name. Like, everything you could name.
It's correlated to stocks. It's correlated to gold. It's inversely correlated to the dollar. It's everything you could ever even think of. They're BS. Be careful. They're traps. They're liquidity traps. Bitcoin loves, this market loves to get people comfortable. It loves to get people thinking, it always does this. That's why I do have some, I don't want to say fears, because actually I think it would be good if it didn't, but I have some skepticism on the 4-year cycle. Because it's the only thing that Bitcoin always does that hasn't broken yet. I mean, other than the mathematically guaranteed things like the halvening and, whatever. But everything else that it's always done or always is this or that is broken, except for the 4-year cycle, which is why this year is so interesting. As an analyst, I have to look to 2019 and say, hey, we had a similar rally in 2019. It was the dead cat bounce. We didn't break our all-time high. We came back down. We came to our lows. As an analyst, I have to look at that because that's the data I have. I can't, as an analyst, say, hey, this is the only remaining thing that hasn't broken, so logically this has to happen. Right now, that's not based on numbers. That's based on like game theory or a hunch. But I think it's a good one. I think it's a good hunch. I think it just would make sense. I hope so. But until we have something that reflects that, I'm gonna just keep looking for 2019. I can't believe I didn't show this yet. I should have started the stream with this, guys. I was all over the place feeling hype. They doubted it. The Bears, they doubted it. So far, so good. So far, so good. Bullish megaphone. We've already completed the back test technically of our high trend with our 5-point pulling back. That happened on the 27th, 28th. You can see, like, even if this trend line isn't perfect, you can see, like, that sell-off was respected at that level. Intraday, we traded lower, always settled higher. We didn't come back to touch it. We've now broken a high. I think that I'm just going to keep letting this pattern play. It was created back here, but I think that we've completed this part of it, and I think this is the next part. This is the final move. The completion of the bullish megaphone. It only has an upside target of like 32.7. It doesn't mean it has to stop at 32.7, but that is what this pattern will be looking at. Pretty hard to question it now. I mean, easily could do something stupid. Ha 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 ha. Should I doom the world? Should I doom everyone in the world? Crap, I messed it up. How does his freaking chin go? Should I doom them by drawing Bart Simpson? Like, anything is possible. TA doesn't ever give you answers. It doesn't ever give you certainties. It's just like playing poker. There are people who are going to win with the exact same hand more often than others. And random chance is a factor, but more powerfully than random chance is gaining a statistical edge, and that's what we try to do. We don't ever know the future. We don't ever know the future. We just try to make a little edge. We're just trying to beat guessing. We're trying to beat flipping a coin. And it ain't easy. Flipping a coin's pretty good. Money flow staying green. 5 minute is just unstoppable right now. Unstoppable. Ooh. Professor Beans, that's not very polite. It does like symmetrical. I have an interesting idea. What if we do this? I need to grab... I wasn't ready for the stream. I like went... usually I scheduled out. Right. have everything set up. I was not ready for this stream. I just had to go live because it was getting hella spicy. I have an idea. I had to grab something to sip on. What in the actual F? What happened to this? I just pulled this up earlier and everything was fine. What? No, don't save. Here we go. Nice. So hopefully to keep more people here while I go do that, because a surprising amount of people usually leave as soon as I stand up. To keep some of y'all here. Let's see if I put up this corn.tools with our little TA here. Of course I have my alerts set. It's only gonna take me like 2 minutes to grab something to drink, but I want some. I'm thirsty. Don't go anywhere. But this is a really, really good time to join the Discord, to subscribe, to like the stream, to sign up for Fairdesk and our sponsors. Anything in the video description below helps support the stream. This stream is not over. Bitcoin, I'm pretty confident Bitcoin's going to break higher today, and I'm not going anywhere. It's 2:48. How long have we been live? I don't know. I'm not going anywhere, at least for now, until I get something that shows me it's not. Stay tuned. Be right back. Grab a drink. Check out the video description. Also, good time to like maybe bookmark the playlist. Play it later. Don't go anywhere. Pinky promise. Anywhere. Don't do it. I see you. Don't do it. Stay here. 1 sec. Told you I wasn't going anywhere. Told you. No, I didn't even go to the bathroom. Didn't have time. That's better. I needed my energy. You want to know a fun fact? When I very first started streaming on YouTube, like we're talking. So I tell people that I started my channel in June of 2019. It's actually not true. I actually technically started it a little bit before that. Like April, March maybe. So technically I think we are 4 years in. But I say June for a specific reason. And that's because long ago, I just made a channel that was like this without me. Like it was just, I mean, it was a little, probably worse than what this looks like. But like, it was like no camera. It was just chart. We had like our little thingy up here, had tunes. It was a good vibe. It was like that for, I don't know how many months, like a few months. But that's how it started. Fun fact. That when I say June, it's actually older. I say that because it's like when I became a creator. I just like chatted, you know, I just like chatted in the chat. I didn't show my face. I didn't have all the stuff. Still figuring stuff out at that point. All right, this long, none of the stops have been hit. That's just dandy. Just dandy candy. I'll take it. Our short. What do you think, guys? Let's do this poll. Should I move my stop and my short? I'm thinking not 29.3, maybe like 29.4. Something like that. Wow, split vote. So I guess when people win again, that's okay. I don't think people should win back to back though. I don't know. How about we do it this way? Should giveaways be one lump sum or smaller amounts to more people per episode? Lump. Share. Say lump or split. Lumpy split split. Lumpy lumpy split. Lumpy lumpy splitty witty. Lumpy lumpy splitty. Got 700 viewers still, pretty good. Let me see. I've done a really bad job of reading the chat today, and I apologize for that. I've been in the hype zone, but let me see who I do see here. I see Andrew with the 1 year freaking badge. That's a champ. There are not many people with that badge, Andrew. Show it off. Big Bird, what's up, my man? Brendan, buy high, sell low. Always here, I always love you. Chinggis K, see you again, man. Good to see you. You guys think I just read these names? I have a crazy memory for usernames and a terrible memory for real life names. So if you ever meet me, just tell me your username. Don't. I mean, you can tell me your real name, but I'll forget it, and I'll just think of you as that username. Chris Lawrence, Craigton C. See ya. You're always here, brother, too. I love it. Appreciate it. Joe. Dave Digital, my man. Good to see you. Dandy. Coors Light Year. That's a cool name. Brandon Keys. I think I got that one. Dean Putin. The usual suspects. It's good. That's the best. I appreciate you guys the most. The guys who tune in every day, every stream. You're the OGs. You're the MVPs. Diego Voss, Dr. Crypto, Etherman, Ferticoin, FUD Expert, Gasper, Kovasek. You're going to have to tell me how you pronounce that C. I don't know. 808 Hawks here, my man. Good to see you. 808 Hawk, I don't know how you don't have a wrench yet. How do you not have a wrench yet? What have you been doing wrong with your life, bruh? You don't have a wrench yet. Said the only human who can actually give them out. I'm an ass. If I could do it from my little participants tab, I'd do it right now. Captain FOMO Hold, I see BG, B Team Crypto. What up? What up? Crypto Paper Route. DB, of course. Cheers. Tip of the hat. Derek Merrill. My man, Derek. Good to see you, man. Crypto Military Vet, the OGest of OGs on this channel. Always here. Always here. Big Bird. Ferda Coin. Folsom Hodl. FOMO Sapien. I think I might have gotten that one. Indiana Candles. Similar, related to Frankie Candles, actually. Fun fact. Itadaki Masuso. Ivan Takovich. Hodl Crypto. Hexflex. What's up, man? What's up, Hexflex? Lack. Jack Crypto. What's up, man? I see you on Twitter tweeting. John Doe. John Wick. Zanubis. John Shuma. JPBJJ. Love BJJ. If you're referring to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I actually, guys, maybe do a poll on that. I saw a local judo club that I didn't know was near me. And I'm thinking about signing up. Get back into the to the grappling. I mean, I know chat's gonna vote yes, obviously. Just like they're gonna vote yes if I say, is Bitcoin going up right now? They're gonna say yes. I just have to commit. That's the rough part. It's like committing. It's like I have to go, like, I don't know, whatever amount of times a week. Not because they say, but because you gotta make it worth it. What's up, Kevin B, Kenny Aurelia, Justin Rude. Justin Rude. Just a Dude, Kevin B, Crypto, Nautic, Lay Low. Loading name, previous winner. How you doing, loading name? MRM Sumanth, Sharma, Mark Bosnell, Mark Sanji, Multipass, Optic Earth. I saw you yelling about Bybit earlier. Thank you, man. Pepto, Rect Angel, Rohit, Pitar, Dobrev, Samuel Najorj, Scotty Don't Pee, Scotty Don't Know, Shep Jones, my man Shep. What's up, Shep? Love you, bro. Shep gave me this vape, fun fact, and a bunch of other goodies, which I should probably show off at some point. Ski Sheriff, what's up, man? Skip Factor, Stan KG, Sudeep, Sven, Tarek Kerman, Pickle, of course, TJ Welch's, Toe TV, Thomas Vane, what's up, man? You've been here forever. Tonzi, Under 3MG, United We Stand, VV, Puski, Web, Dev, Newbie, World Bet, what's up, Web Dev? Zayen, Zigzag, Crypto Surfer. Let me see. Now I got to catch the new ones as I was reading because it's in alphabetical order. I catch the new ones. Reload. Uchana, what's up, man? Holla. Etherman, what's up, bruh? I like you, Zigzag. Zigzag, you're at the bottom. I read them out. I read them from. If you guys click the little top right where it says has those 3 dots, you go to participants. You can see everyone who's sent a message recently. Here we go, Bitcoin. Let's effing go, boys. Let's go. Get hype. But then I don't see the new ones as people say, let's go. Let's go. No time. New high. Called it. Twice in one day. 2 new 23 highs. We called it at the beginning of the stream. Called it there. 2 23 highs. Boom. Boom. 1 stream. Ooh. Are we ripping today? Are we ripping today? I hope so, man. I hope so. Let's see. Just using our very, very local price action. Very, very low time frame. We don't get very exciting targets. But let's 29.6. So I'm going to change my stop here while I have a second to tank about it. I wish we would have seen this. We've been going wild. I was taking to think about this. I am going to move my stop loss on this short. I think I'm going to do 29.6. Yeah, let's have our risk there. Since we moved up our stops on the long, I'm going to move down my stops on the short. And I like this. I like it. I like the flat top potential. Let's see, how much is that long at? That long's 75.8% at this point, and it is cooking for almost $600 in profit. Of course, the short we opened at the beginning, now down $94, so we're net only about 400 on this position. Ooh, I like this. I like it. I wonder if I could do it. I wonder if I can just like have the position open. Boom. That's that corn tool still playing. Let's do that. I don't even know if you can read that. Oh, I'm ready. Emma D, what's up, Emma? Good to see you, darling. I'm ready. I have to get rid of that noise. I'm driving myself nuts. You know what? Here we go. Instead of getting rid of it, I'll just turn it down. It won't bother me if it's not very loud. There we go. There we go. What's up, Shannon Jolin, Hakim B, Kristaps Vavados, Mathis Colbonders. Bling. That's that corn tools. Every time I hear bling, it's like a big order. It's kind of cool. Let's watch this for a minute. Bling, bling. This used to be the whole channel. Just blings, blongs, bloongs. It does have a real chart. I'd rather it have BTC USD. I'd rather have spot though. I want spot, not perp price. I don't give a shit about perp price, man. Like buying an IOU, who cares? Maybe it doesn't do. Maybe it doesn't do it. Maybe it won't do that. Oh, it only has those. Oh well. I guess that's because these are all perp positions. Big sell on Coinbase. Actually, we're seeing Coinbase come in being the sellers. It looks like BitMEX being the buyers here. We're seeing some big orders, 166, 170, 180. You know what's funny though? I used to look at these and be like, wow, those are huge orders. I could never do that. I've opened a $225,000 position on this stream, which means I have been on there. That's kind of a cool thought. I'm going to close this though because it takes a lot of resources. Unfortunately, a little dipperoo off of that high. And this is starting to look a little different. Not in a bad way. And actually not in a different way. Just in a larger way. We're still seeing that same trend line respected. We are seeing now, I will say that's like third tap up here. I was maybe misidentifying the flatness here at 29.2. But I will say that you can identify the flatness anywhere. Mid-pattern. And you usually see price try to break it then. Usually. I'm going to get rid of this thing that says green hourly because at this point we don't really need it. I'm going to get rid of that. And there we are. This is a pretty chart. This 5 minute is in absolute beast mode. Like it just won't stop. The 12 hour, if you go back, you're going to have to find it. Good luck. I mean, you had to just be here for it, honestly. The 12 hour finally back in good condition. We followed this all through January. Gave us a bearish signal in February. continued kind of negatively through March, and now on April 1st, perhaps as a prank, flipped back to positive money flow and is, equal to the 5 minute just in beast mode, just 45-degree angle up to the right. This guided us so confidently at the beginning of the year. So confidently. I hope that this signals back. But again, I said it earlier, remember, never rely on one signal, one factor. Like I've talked about funding rates today, I've talked about different things. They work, but what's more important than noticing they work is noticing when they stop working. That's the important part. Noticing when they stop. Once they stop hitting, because what happens, and you think this will never happen to me, but it will, is it has a miss and you think, oh, it's a fluke. Then it has a miss again and you think, oh, I just did it wrong. And it has a fluke again. And eventually you've given back all your gains that you gained through doing whatever it was that was working. It is like such a freaking common like market dynamic. Just got to pay attention. You do jujitsu. Nice. I wrestled for 10 years. I done all kinds of like karate and stuff, but like, who cares? Like karate's fun. Karate's cool. I think everyone should do karate. But honestly, if I had a choice to force everyone to do something, I would force everyone like I would say, let's start them early because then the risk of like getting hurt is lower. I would start like everyone in the school system would have to wrestle, like, and men and women, girls and boys, like everybody. Like, obviously they wrestle who they're comfortable with. I'm not making any statements of that kind here. But like everyone should do like wrestling and grappling from a young age. Karate would be good too, just because of the mental, the clarity, the patience, the meditation, the control. But nah, man, wrestling, grappling, everyone should learn it because I'll just say, man, you don't fuck with wrestlers. You don't fuck with the grapplers. I don't want to get punched by a boxer. I want to get punched by a boxer. But if that boxer misses, he's going to the ground and he's losing. That's all I'm going to say. He's losing. Doesn't matter how big he is. Doesn't matter how strong he is. Going to the ground, he's losing. Ascending wedge, that's what it's looking like. I kind of identified it early as we do. It's still in danger. Here's the jam. It's like, this trend is good. It's gooch. It's gooch. As long as it's above this trend line, it's pretty much looking like our ascending triangle breakout. Upside target, it's in like 29.6. And when I say that, I'm saying just from these 1 minute candles using our Fibonacci extension tool. This is not like a macro target. This is if we see kind of like a run, like we see it wherever that happens, it goes to the high and breaks, and unlike these previous highs where it just kind of sinks back down like it just did, when we see it actually run, that 29.6 is like a potential quick target, quick scalp. Like if I were to try to maybe breakout trade this, which I really don't think is a good idea based on the last 20 plus days of price action, I'd probably be looking at like 29.3 closing at 29.490 or 29.5, and if I was feeling ballsy, 29.6. Like, we're talking real fast. If we want to see the more macro, this is what I'm looking at. It's still in play. It's still jamming. It's still slaying. That gives us a little bit better, a little bit more fancy upside, I'll say, of 32.7. That's a little more like macro-y, a little more longer term. Let's see. It isn't just made up. As soon as we broke 25.2 again in March on the way back up, we started looking for these extensions. Probably missed a wick or something. There we go. Now they're right on. That's where this comes from. There's no magic. There's no crystal ball. This is simply just Fibonacci extension. It's math. It's math. The only thing math guarantees is that the math is right. It doesn't guarantee that the price follows the math. And to complete the bullish megaphone, we needed a back test of our trend line. We got it. We've only had higher lows. And actually, I noticed something recently that I shared in the Discord. A really good reason to jump in the Discord also is to keep up with our live streams. Because YouTube, for some reason, I don't know how many of you got an alert today. 225 votes. People are looking at split. But you know what? The answers are a little split on that. I'm going to end that poll. I think we'll just do both. We'll just occasionally do what we did today, and occasionally we'll do big giveaways. I think that's the best one. Should have got sidetracked. Shared in the Discord. Crypto Ice. Dude, this is like gift membership dude, how we have to be up to like 500. Everyone in this chat should have a freaking... Yes, did you get an alert? That's what I wanted to ask. Every day it's worth doing this. Did you get a notification? I'm ready. I'm so grateful to everyone. Bajarki, Pickle, Crypto Ice here today. I don't want to miss anyone else. Oh, we've had like Emma sign up. I'll re-sign up. Who else? The people are just being so generous today, man. I'm so grateful. I get like virtually nothing. By the way, just a little pro tip: if you're ever gonna give anything on YouTube, don't do it through an iPhone because Apple takes 30%. Just so you know. YouTube takes 30%, but then Apple takes 30%. Not a lot of your donation gets to the person when you go through Apple. But with the memberships, I don't care. I don't make money on them anyway. It's just like fun for the chat. If you got an emoji gifted to you today, put a little emoji in the chat. Money, money, money gifting. Dude, like how many memberships? Literally everyone in the chat has to have one. This is effing wild. So it's always worth asking. Did you get a notification for this stream? And then I'm going to write what you need. So bell is enabled. Notifications enabled on YouTube mobile app. Okay. Let's see they. Oh my god. Oh my god, just keeps going. They are enabled. Say today. So we're gonna have yes, which is the one we hope everyone did. No, WTF. Do I have no WTF? Okay, and then the third one is no, but I don't want notifications, which is fine. That's fine. You don't want them, that's fine. But I want everyone who does want them to get them, right? Well, I'm ready. So, answer no WTF only if you have it enabled, meaning you've clicked the bell, you've clicked all notifications. And on your phone, mobile device, whatever, you don't have... So, like, if you have, like, all notifications for apps muted on your phone, you're not going to get them on YouTube. If you specifically have YouTube's disabled on your phone, you're not going to get them. It's weird. It doesn't make sense. You'd think, but wait, like, but what if, you know, I watch it on my PC? It's weird. It like has to do with your phone. I don't know. I can't explain it. But if your phone is set not to give you notifications, it won't give you them on the PC either. It's weird. I don't know why. But it's always a vote worth taking. 61%. These numbers are getting better. Where's yours, John Doe? All I can tell you is they're gifted, and when they're gifted, it's randomly given out. I don't get to pick. No one gets to pick. You can't even pick if you wanted. But what you can do, and what YouTube says if you look at the little button, it says people who engage with the stream, actively engage with the stream, are more likely to receive them. So that's all the clarity they give. My read, you have to be subscribed. You have to have hit the like button during that, that video, that stream. You likely need to have chatted during that stream. I would reckon sharing the stream helps as well. Voting in any polls that are up. The things that we ask you to do anyway on a daily basis because they're engagement. So the more you help the stream out, really, the more you help the stream, the more YouTube, like the greater odds. I mean, who knows? Good luck. You cannot speak to a human at YouTube. You can't. I will give anyone $100 out of my own pocket if they can prove to me they have a way to talk to a human that works at YouTube. Give you $100. I have been on. I've been here full time 4 years. I've gone every angle. Can't talk to a human. On the 1 minute, we're coming back to that trend. We could flirt with it, but we really want to see a reversal here to hold this pattern. So many gifts. Gifts overwhelming. Power overwhelming. Bro, I love you, but it's repetitive. BCN, I know, bro. I know, but it's look at all the memberships. People keep asking. I don't know, like maybe you know what I'll do? BCN. You're right. I don't like saying it. I don't like doing it. I will add a button to my stream deck that explains it, so that way I don't have to keep saying it. Dude, the memberships. Can you guys hear the SpongeBob still? I can, but it's not like blowing my eardrums out. Like I have this button, but this button that just says subscribe, that doesn't explain. People need to be explained to. Nice, 52% of 150 votes. That's not bad. Not bad. 27%, those numbers are going down. It's good. Good stuff. What's up, Shirley Sound? Andre Stevan, what's up, man? I'm ready. How much does it cost to get rid of the I'm ready Cartman? I don't usually let it play. I turned it down to see if that would be more bearable. I really appreciate everybody being so generous today, gifting out memberships to the community. But yeah, there's been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds gifted. I don't want to listen to it's SpongeBob. I don't want to listen to SpongeBob 8,000 times today. So, all right, on the 1 minute, we did lose our little pattern. We did lose this trend. It doesn't necessarily doom it, but it's not a good look. Yeah, this is basically what we want to see. We need to see this pull back up. Hourly hasn't even bearish engulfed. We haven't even tested the open of the last hour down to 29,185. Not bad. Man, we've been live for quite some time. That was a really strong hourly close. That was a strong 3 p.m. That was a hella strong hourly close. Boom. 0.4, 0.38. Hourly bodies are getting smaller, though. I don't love that. Okay, we have 45 minutes left in the 4 hour. I'll take that as like a decent sign. I think that's a decent sign. We're looking to close the highest 4 hour candle. Since June 11th, 22. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did we break it? Did we break the structure and now we're looking ugly? I hope not. It's not looking so good. It's not looking so good. We did. All right, so we hit the hourly. I was like literally talking about it. Its ears must have been burning. It hit it as I looked at it. The way I view this, like you hold support there for the next 44 minutes, like you bounce from there, or we are looking at, we're looking at retracement. Retracement, not the end of the world. We've had a nice candle here. This daily is very likely to wrap up strongly regardless. But this, man, this is just not quite enough. Honestly, it just looks like the rest of these wicks. It's just slightly higher. Slightly higher. Slightly higher. Slightly higher. Do like that daily, though. I like that money flow. That's looking a little bunked. Get back in. So now what I'm watching for here is either for it to return, just jump back in. That'd be great. It's gonna be a hard ask to see that. Or the rejection. The rejection from the previous support trend. We could know. We could know in the next few minutes. Like the 1 minute candle even entering back in is pretty good. Pretty good. He said as he jinxed it. Now we're looking for a rejection. We did get the test. That was very predictable. You broke the pattern. You go back and you back test it. Very predictable there. Very small move. Definitely not tradable. Only thing you could have used with that knowledge is like maybe gotten in slightly higher on a short. Maybe. Bajarki. Bajarki is our crypto Santa Claus. Drop in the gifts. You match 10,000 members this year, a gift. But you have to be online. I think everyone here like has one at this point. To kind of catch anyone up who maybe just joined us recently, I'm liking this structure. I'm liking the break of this high. It hasn't differentiated itself really from the other new 23 highs in this range. I did open a short at the start of this stream live. It's not a huge position. It's only 15 grand, something like that. Half a Bitcoin. It is in the red. 3%. Down about 50 bucks. I got 29K. I had a chance to short at 29K. I took it. I have a stop loss up here. I don't want to say it out loud. I feel like it makes it the whales go for it then. However, you may see at the top of the screen, we have a larger, not larger, slightly larger, long open. And so I'm pretty comfortable in this position. The cost average on that long actually was much better. This is still part of that original long I caught all the way down here at 27.2 on the fair value gap fill. But the average on that has come up. I've added to it. I have my stops placed. Let's see, 0.16, kind of like a 29K, 29.88. I'm being aggressive with these really because I have that short open and I'm looking to rebalance. If both of these close, so let's say it goes to 28.7, all of a sudden, most of my long is closed. And I better adjust my stop then on my short. But it'll still have some long open. It's about $530 in profit. So it's not life-changing. This short really hedge against what we've seen over the last 22 days, which is these bullshit wicks getting sold off. And I said to myself, okay, if it happens this time, I'm going to have a position. If this short plays, if we don't see 29.6 break, and I'm honestly if it doesn't happen today, like from what I'm seeing, even though this is an ugly daily ascending channel in a bubble, I think we're going higher. I don't think we've seen the high for this quarter. April was the start of Q2. Q2 did break to a new 23 high, meaning it traded higher than Q1, which just ended. Not a bad sign. But if this short stays open, probably going to look to close it maybe 27.8. Something like that. Right back down. Right back down to like this bullshit. Just a little walkthrough of what I'm looking at. I don't love this here. We fell. We back tested. This looks like it's looking for deeper retracement. We are on the 1 minute. Please don't freak out. We're on the 1 minute. Don't freak out. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that. I only want this on really low time frames. We've been live for a really long time now. I do not even remember how long. Hours. That's okay though. We took a little Easter break. We haven't been streaming as regular. I mean, I can see right here, 29,134. We got our 618. Not a terrible spot to bounce. Not a terrible spot to bounce, but at the same time, structure's broken. We're not really looking at that pattern anymore. It doesn't necessarily mean it can't play out, but it just won't be what we were looking for originally. You have to redraw the trend. Basically, the only way that this pattern or the flat top ascending triangle, whatever you want to call it, plays out is, well, you can't go lower than your low. You can't go lower than 29K. And we have to come back up to 29.3 again. So it could go lower. It's not really the same pattern. Might have to think of something else. But a return to 29.3 again, that puts us back in the pattern. It's like this low is threatening. It's a threatening low. Doesn't destroy it, but we had such a clean, maybe too clean, too crisp. Too clean, too crisp. Beautiful triangle. We fell out of it. I would say under 29.1. And it's like too ugly. I mean, we all know really, in reality, what's happening. Reality, what's happening is that I've been streaming for like 2 or 3 hours. And Bitcoin doesn't like moving when I stream. And you guys know the minute I turn it off, 2 hours, 30 minutes, thank you, bye, I said hello. The minute I turn it off, it's going to move. I'm trying to like hold it on my shoulders right now. Hold it on my shoulders. Don't want to let it drop. Let me see. I want to shout out Lego Mundo. Thank you for, I didn't see, gifted 10 memberships 10 minutes ago. You the man. Money Troll gifted 10 memberships 11 minutes ago. Also the man. I think he gifted more than that. I have a really weird view. I'll show you what I see. This is why I'm always so confused. Like, because these blocks come in and they wipe everything. And then, like, maybe these ones are also part of 10 block. And then, like, it says subscribers. And then all of a sudden, it'll jump to, like, days ago. I don't know. And it doesn't update. Like, it's not dependable. That's why I'm, like, confused. Sometimes super chats won't show up there, and I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's waiting for me to turn it off. Nasty 15-minute close there, though. That might have been a tip-off we didn't see. Bearish engulfed there. 15-minute was looking pretty good. Now it's actually looking a little heavier. I hate to say it. And I haven't, I don't necessarily see this. I don't necessarily, like, see this in, well, I don't know, like, the chart. But it kind of looks like it's painting another gosh darn triangle, doesn't it? Unfortunately, that would mean a lower touch. Feels like pretty even. I'm not even sure how to draw it. Does kind of look like it's going for a triangle, and that would make sense because how many triangles could we have identified here? And the answer is so many. Even Carl the Moon was identifying them. Like, this was a triangle. Absolutely it was. Then this became a triangle. Absolutely it is. It's like, it does seem like this whole consolidation, this whole range is just very triangle-esque. Triangles are supposed to be reversals. Do with that as you will. It's supposed to, meaning statistically, they're reversals slightly more often than their continuations. This is not so much of a triangle if that is the low. You have to see this low break. Really, the only thing I need to define a triangle is a upsloping, downsloping trend line and a move that we would see if we move to a new low here, from a swing high to a swing low. The only rule I have is that swing high has to have broken a range, which this one did. We don't have the other piece. The next rule would be it has to break a swing low. It has to break the low of the range. We don't have that yet. But if it does come down here, then we are likely back in another gosh darn triangle. Is it not a triangle? Is it not? Is it not? Oh, this trend line's looking not so useful anymore. This one's looking not so useful anymore. That's still flat topped. Wonder if it does this. Wouldn't that be fun? Who's ready for that? I'm ready. Nice. Over 50% of people who applied with 273 votes said they did get a notification. Well done, fam. That's just OG. It's just like top champ stats. Quadrangle. I like that. It's a quadrangle. Quadrangle. What's up, Levitatazor? Levitatazor. Levtatzor. Sounds like Pokemon. I F's with it. You mean diamond, not triangle. Did I keep saying triangle? I meant diamond every time. I meant whatever I was drawing. This is what happens when I stream for like 3 hours. My brain gets a little putty. I will say I also haven't blazed it at all. We got over 1,000 likes. Let's go. Next live stream, we'll give away more monies, of course. Definitely make sure you join the Discord. I didn't say this at all, but we do live airdrops after every live stream. I airdrop y'all some BTC. It's not a lot, but everybody gets some sats and make you a Bitcoin holder. Watch out for this triangle. I did it again. You're right. I did say triangle. Watch out for this diamond. This has been a spicy as hell stream, but I need to tap out, guys. I'm tired. Join the Discord. You'll get some sats. Sign up with the links in the video description below. I looked at Lux Algo today, used it in different ways. Same with Market Cypher, our sponsor. Fairdesk, sign up if you'd like to enter for the next giveaway on the next stream. And follow me on Twitter. I'm Beat, guys. I hope this triangle. I did it again. I'm done. Crown out. I'm done.